And good evening to you. Welcome to Standford Olympia High School in the middle of some cornfields as the 2-0 Standford Olympia Spartans play host to the 1-1 Pittsfield Sockies alongside Tucker Shaw and Justin Poore. I'm Charlie Hull. This is the Great Rivers Bank pregame show on Central Illinois Sports. We will start with a little caveat tonight that we're working on maybe one string in a cup rather than two cups in a string tonight, so hopefully the internet holds out and we bring you the entirety of this game and what looks to be a good one. The Sockies with a big win, 14-7 over Athens a week ago to move their record to 1-1, and Standford Olympia played in week one, winning 54-40 over Portland that did not play last week as their scheduled opponent was Riverton, who is not playing varsity football this season, so the Spartans have had a couple of weeks off to make some adjustments and get prepared for tonight's contest. On the Great Rivers Bank pregame show, we'll take a look at what else is happening the Sangamo and WIVC conferences. We'll also have our visit with Pittsfield Socky head coach Zach Ferguson and, of course, the Farm and Home Supply starting lineups. It all comes your way on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show on Central Illinois Sports.
Are you looking to streamline your banking? Great Rivers Bank has just what you need with our streamlined checking and savings accounts. Earn high interest rates or get cash back on debit card purchases with your qualifying account. Plus, ATM fee refunds. Certain qualifications required. Call or visit our website today at www.greatriversbank.bank to get started. Great Rivers Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
At Logan Agri-Service, we believe that every seed holds the promise of a thriving future. Our commitment to quality and excellence is as strong as the roots we help you grow. With decades of experience, our dedicated team understands your unique needs. From cover crops to premium seeds, we have it all. But it's not just about products, it's about partnership. We're not just sellers, we're your allies in growth, your consultants in success.
Fall in love with Cascom. The leaves may be changing, but our commitment to our customers never does. Reliable high-speed internet, along with our award-winning customer service, we have knowledgeable service technicians in your area 24 hours a day. For you new customers, we are extra lovable. Call today and get a free installation on any new service. Wow! I'll bet you want our phone number, 1-800-252-1799. Call for details and a date, 1-800-252-1799.
Every day, banks touch every corner of our lives. They support us when we turn life's goals into accomplishments. Goals like opening a small business, buying a home, planting a crop, having a baby. From your first car to life after retirement, Central State Bank is there for all of your life's milestones. CSB is central to your banking needs. Visit us in Clayton, Kinderhook, Pittsfield, Pleasant Hill, and Quincy, or at csb123.com. Central State Bank wishes all of the teams well on the hardwood this week. Kate Marable, real estate broker with Hometown Real Estate, would like to say good luck to all area teams and hopes everyone has a successful and healthy season. When you're in the market for a new home or would like to sell your home, be sure to call Kate Marable. Kate is a lifelong resident of the area and has experience in first-time home buyers, FHA, USDA, and VA loans. Call Kate Marable at 217-370-9809. That's 370-9809 for Kate Marable and Hometown Real Estate. Cedar Lake Campground has been owned and operated by the Kramberg family for over 50 years. Located off of Highway 24 between Coatesburg and Camp Point, Cedar Lake Campground is a quiet family campground that you're sure to enjoy. With 60 RV spots with water and electric and our 5-acre lake, it's a perfect spot for a weekend spent fishing, spending time with family, and enjoying the great outdoors. Find out more about Cedar Lake Campground on Facebook or call 217-455-4602.
Welcome back on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show on Central Illinois Sports. The Sockies and the Spartans of Pittsfield and Olympia High Schools matching up here this evening. Sockies 1-1. Spartans are 2-0, taking the forfeit win a week ago. In a game they would have been able to play Riverton. They, unlike the Sockies, weren't able to find an opponent to fill in as Pittsfield did in week one with Jacksonville, so they just took the forfeit win and have been preparing for this game ever since week one. Other games going on in the Sangamo Conference this evening. 0-2 Athens and 0-2 Pleasant Plains are matching up in a battle of 2-3A powers. It's number 1 Byron at number 4 Williamsville, and what should be a fun one. 2-0 teams there. Maroa Forsyth hosts Auburn this evening. Maroa is ranked number 1 in 2A. And then Porta and New Berlin will be matching up, as New Berlin is 2-0, Porta is 0-2 on the year. In the WIBC, Beardstown and Camp Point Central matching up this evening at Beardstown. Beardstown 0-2, Camp Point Central 1-1 after suffering that loss last week to Calhoun. And then Brown County and Unity Payson are playing tonight. They're both 0-2 on the season. Route and Triopia appear to be playing tomorrow. On the WIBC South side of things, Calhoun, the number 1 ranked team in 1A in the first AP poll. They're 2-0. They're taking on North Green today. Carrollton and West Central in the battle of two 2-0 teams. And Greenfield Northwest are the number 9 team in 1A, playing against 1-1 Pleasant Hill, who got a big win over Beardstown last week. Here it's the Pittsfield Sockies and the Standford Olympia Spartans. Spartans had a nice run last season, Justin Poor. This is the team that has come into the Sangamo Conference and really has not been deterred by the competition. They've come in here and been in that top tier since they have arrived.
Since coming into the Sangamo, they've back-to-back quarterfinal appearances. The year before that, I think they were 2-7 on the year. So finding success here in the Sangamo, playing against some teams, I think that gives them a better look for that playoff picture.
They beat Williamsville in the playoffs last year after Williamsville knocked them out of the quarters the year before, so got a little revenge there, and they're looking to keep this success that they have found here in the Sangamo Conference going and move to 3-0 on the season. Saki's trying to pull a little bit of an upset on the road here, and as we talked about, well, it doesn't get easier in the Sangamo Conference. You've got Williamsville, Maroa, both ranked high. You've got a team in Athens who's down a little bit, but still a very, very quality program. You've got New Berlin who's kind of on an upswing. Man, some people say like, oh, well, you're playing this team. That's a game that's not quite as hard. I don't know. They all seem kind of hard.
Yeah, every team in this conference is a hard game. You have to prepare and show up and play. Pittsfield this year, obviously, we've shown that we are a team that's not easily going to be just pushed over and walked away from either.
Well, yeah, and I think that's one of the things you're seeing with the Sockies this year. The type of offense they are running is allowing their defense to be off the field a little bit more. And when that defense is fresh, they have played very, very good. Even in the loss to Jacksonville, still a pretty good defensive effort overall.
Yeah, I mean, that game came down to 1 or 2 plays. Tonight's game is going to be a lot like that game, I think, and a lot like the Athens game. It's going to be another ground game, mostly running from both sides. The team that doesn't allow the big plays or allows the least amount of turnovers is probably going to come away with a victory.
It is mini cheerleading night here at Standford Olympia, and by the looks of it, there are 2,412 young people that participated in the mini cheer camp night, so congratulations to them on a successful endeavor here this evening. We'll step aside on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. We'll have our visit with Pittsfield Psyche head coach Zach Ferguson next.
Here in Pittsfield, we're focused on maintaining a healthy, diverse economic base to increase opportunities for our residents. Economic factors greatly affect a community's overall potential, and we strive to continue our prosperous culture. The availability of both commercial and industrial employment centers and new lucrative entrepreneurship opportunities are major assets for growth and development here in Pittsfield. In addition to providing employment and income to people, Pittsfield also boasts several tax incentive districts to further facilitate economic growth. Examples of growth and success can be seen throughout Pittsfield. Pittsfield is located within Pike County and widely known for the abundance of white-tailed deer, and is also home to companies that have capitalized from the region's natural resources. Located over on Madison Street, Whitetail Properties is a major local and international employer that truly embodies the local and economic spirit of Pittsfield. State-of-the-art communications and telecommuting are available here. Be sure to catch their televised series throughout the week on the Sportsman Channel. Come grow and be a part of something great in Pittsfield, Illinois.
My name's Matt Keplinger. A lot of people call me Keppy. I've been a trainer now for 17 years. When we get the new hires come through the door, I try to treat them like family. This individual right here sent me this today. There's not too many men I admire I can't do it. There's not too many men I admire or that has made an impact in my life, but you've made that list. This is one of the reasons that I love my job, getting messages like this. When my life needed purpose, I chose Dot.
Are you planning on building? Let Pike County Lumber help. Whether it's big or small, we have everything you need. We carry all building materials like siding, roofing, cabinets, decking, doors, and windows, just to name a few. We also have plumbing and electrical supplies along with tools. From building your shop, your brand new home, or kitchen and bath remodel, Pike County Lumber is here to help. We're family owned for 3 generations. Pike County Lumber. For all your building needs, come see us in Pittsfield.
Visiting with Pittsfield Hockey head coach Zach Ferguson, preparation for the Standford Olympia game. Coach, this is a team that they've done a really nice job coming into the Sangamo Conference and performing well. Made a deep playoff run last year. Not quite the same firepower maybe as they had a year ago, but still a very, very tough opponent.
Yeah, offensively they're still explosive. I mean, just watching their film from week 1, they're a team that can, kind of have a slow start drives and all of a sudden get a big play. So defensively, we're going to have to, really keep playing sound football like we have been, and offensively, we need to pick it up a little bit this week, and we've been talking about that and preaching it at practice.
They beat Porta 54-40 in week 1, kind of a head scratcher. I think Porta's better, obviously, than they have been, but how hard is it to scout a team who just didn't play a game last week as they took the forfeit to Riverton?
Yeah, it's very hard. It's one of those things where, you're going off of a film from 2 weeks ago or a week ago, and, obviously they're going to be practicing for 2 straight weeks, so you kind of take what you can take out of it, but you also understand, things may be a little different than what we saw on film, and you have to adjust as the game goes on.
One of the things I know you talked about last week was the speed from the Athens linebackers really filling hard, and your offensive line, who's done a really good job this year, just needs to get to that second level, give those backs a little bit of a seam to work through.
Yeah, and we really kind of broke some stuff down this week to kind of make sure we understood what we were expecting from the kids, and they responded really well, and we've had a good week with them, a line specifically, and we got to give our backs an opportunity to get to full speed, but get kind of 3 or 4 yards past the line of scrimmage so they can use their speed and explosiveness. So it's been one of those things where they're doing a good job. I mean, we still haven't, knock on wood, giving up any loss of yards plays, but we had some things we needed to fix from last week.
You talk about needing more production out of your offense. Really moving the ball for the most part this year hasn't been a problem. It's finishing some of those drives, but when you are running a little more of a ball control style offense, it's just when those little mistakes happen that might not worry a team that runs the spread as much, those little things become big things.
Yeah, and we've talked about that almost every week about, one penalty or one mistake mentally can cost us a drive, because as you said, we're not a vertical passing team, we're not a spread team, we're a run heavy team, and to do that successfully you have to stay above the chains. And as I said, I never really felt like we've been stopped, sort of say, but we've done things that have stopped ourselves and in a defense have capitalized on.
With that, though, you've still eaten some time off the clock, and it's kept some of your defensive guys who don't play both ways fresh, and, man, that defense has really been a shining point for this team.
Yeah, they're playing really well right now, and hoping that continues tonight. I said, Athens, to have a shutout against them that's a huge deal, and then playing really pretty well against Jacksonville. They're kind of coming into their own. A lot of those guys have been starting for 2 or 3 years, and it's just clicking with them. So hopefully tonight they continue to play well, and then our offense needs to hopefully give a little more cushion for them.
How much does it help? Not that necessarily they run the exact same offense, but pretty much a run-heavy offense as well for Olympia. How much does that help to have an opponent like that for a third week in a row?
Oh, it helps us a lot, because it's the same technically formation we've been seeing, and then it's the same type of play situation we faced against Jacksonville, and it's hard for us because we'll go from 3 straight double wing teams to now we're going to go to a bunch of spread guys. So but as far as our kids being comfortable with it, they know the reads, they know their responsibilities, and I'm looking forward to seeing them come out tonight and just do their jobs.
When you made this trip 2 years ago for the first time with Olympia in the conference, I'm not sure that there was necessarily an over amount of confidence going into the game from a player standpoint. Your kids are really confident in their abilities right now.
Yeah, they're ready to play. I mean, I know it's, the 2-hour bus drive is, that's our longest trip of the year. That can, for kids who don't experience that very often, it can be difficult because you're not used to that type of travel, and then you get there and kind of thing. So, but our kids, they've been showing up to play. They're ready to go. we haven't had to try to, necessarily motivate them to, play well. They want to play well for themselves.
And you have an opportunity with this win to really set yourself up in pretty good position, to make a run at the playoffs.
Yeah, this is a big game, and the kids know that. And, it's a big game for them, too. Coming off a 2-week hiatus, you'd say, and, coming back, they want to prove something because of, their first game. And for us, as you said, it's a big game because it sets us up for, a possible playoff run. So, I think our kids understand that. We've talked about that. They've talked about it themselves to me. So they know it's a big game, and, but they just need to be confident in their abilities and just go out and execute.
That's Pittsfield Sock head coach Zach Ferguson. We're back with more on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show after this.
You've tried it, I've tried it, everyone needs to try it. Sugar and Smoke, 1258 West Washington in Pittsfield. Open Wednesday through Saturday at 11 a.m. Here's what others are saying. This place is fantastic in every way. Pulled pork, pulled chicken, brisket, ribs on the weekends, the best green beans, appetizers, nachos, pony shoes, pork burgers celebrating 1 year in business. Sugar and Smoke, it's time to eat. Yum! 217-922-0067.
Griffin Signs and Time at 122 South 9th Street in Quincy is a full-service sign company that can complete any project, from fully wrapping your entire fleet of vehicles, digital signs, storefronts, to creating small banners and signs. The right and professional signage is the difference of getting the job, heading folks in the correct direction to find you, or creating a brand recognition for potential customers. Put the right signs in your customer's mind with Griffin Signs and Time. Call 217-228-7470.
Are you short on time or budget, but your family is hungry? It's time for the Maya Authentic Mexican Restaurant in Pittsfield. Try the Maya Special, a crowd favorite. Delicious grilled fajitas, steaks, nachos Mexicano, salads in a tortilla bowl, the tastiest salsa and cheese sauce around, and the fastest service anywhere. You can afford it. It's the Maya Mexican Restaurant on Washington Street. Call ahead with your order and you can pick it up in the drive-thru, 217-285-4526. The Maya Restaurant in Pittsfield. Helena Agri, Camp Point, Illinois, is a proud sponsor of the broadcast of Central Illinois Athletics. For all your seed, fertilizer, and chemical needs, the experts at Helena Agri, Brian Obert, Dustin Roskamp, and Matt Hughes, are the guys to call. Let them show you the best seed, fertilizer, and ag chemicals to make your farming operation a success. Call 217-593-7761. That's 593-7761 for Helena Agri of Camp Point.
Shireman Memorials has been serving the area since 2014 with local and affordable memorial and specialty items production. Jason Shireman has over 20 years of experience and is committed to providing his customers with the best experience. With expertise in sandblasting, carving, etching, and design, you will be dealing with someone who has the knowledge and experience to make a memorial your family can be proud of for generations. You'll find Shireman Memorials at 1135 West Washington Street in Pittsfield and online at shiremanmemorials.com.
When you're ready to restock your pantry, go to Kay's Family Food in Camp Point, Illinois. Open 7 days a week, 7 a.m. through 8 p.m. Be proud, Camp Point area. Kay's Family Food is the only locally owned grocery store in Adams County outside Quincy. Delicious donuts daily, great lunch specials, fresh cut meats, fresh produce. Kay's Family Food are committed to the area and the school. When you support your local store, they can support you and your school and community. When you need to restock, think of Kay's Family Food, 593-6814.
Back with you live on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show with locations in Pittsfield, Berry, Liberty, and Hannibal. Great Rivers Bank is here to serve you and your family with all of your banking needs, whether you're looking to open your first savings account or looking to buy a home. Talk to their great loan officers. All the information can be found online at greatriversbank.bank. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender. Have a little military appreciation night here at Olympia High School as the Spartans will be in the camouflage uniforms tonight. We'll see them take the field here in just a few moments. They introduced all of the young youth football players, all of the young cheerleaders, and quite the turnout here tonight at Olympia with young people excited to see this matchup between the Sockies and the Spartans. Let's go ahead and take a look at our starters in this contest, brought to you by Farm and Home Supply. From snacks and hoodies to power tools and lawn chairs, nobody has it like your local farm and home supply, visit farmandhomesupply.com to see all of their great offerings and locations. First of all, for Standford Olympia, they are 2-0 on the season. Up front for the Spartans, you'll see a 5'11", 180-pound senior. That's Kyle Gellner. Also, Asen Aldis, a 6', 210-pound junior. Liam True, he's a 5'8", 215-pound senior. Braden Riblett is a 6', 250-pound junior. And Cohen Manis is a 5'10", 240-pound junior for the Spartans. Cole Bauer starts at one tight end. He's a 6', 215-pound senior. And Carson Berkey starts at the other tight end spot. He is a 6'3", 180-pound senior. Running backs today will be Jimmy Lawler. He's a 5'9", 170-pound sophomore. Cohen Alexander, a 6', 165-pound senior. And Caden Thomas, the 6', 180-pound sophomore. So a couple of sophomores in the backfield sandwiched around the senior feature back in Cohen Alexander. The quarterback for the squad, a rather quick young man in his own right. That's Ian Tackett. He's a 5'8", 140-pound senior. For the Pittsfield Sockies up front, you'll see Clayton Reinhardt. Reinhardt is a 6'1", 220-pound senior. At the left guard is Jaron White. White is 6'4", 290 pounds. And the left tackle is Zane Perry, the 6'3", 280-pound junior. The right guard is Owen Shaw. He's a 6'1", 215-pound senior. And at the right tackle spot for the Sockies is Cordell McKee, the 6', 230-pound senior. Draven Peterbilt lines up in the tight end position. He's a 6'2", 225-pound senior. Taylor Graham will be one of the wideouts. He's 6', 165 pounds and a junior. And Carter Frazier, a 5'10", 160-pound senior. In the backfield this evening, Lane Foster, he's a 5'9", 140-pound senior. And Jesse Davidsmeyer, the 5'9", 200-pound senior. Jonas Anderson mans the quarterback spot for the Sockies. He's 6'2", 165 pounds and a junior. That's a look at our starting lineups. Again, brought to you by Farm and Home Supply. We're about 12 and a half minutes away from kickoff. Hope you'll stay with us on Central Illinois Sports.
Whether you're going to a local football game, you're really hungry, or you just want to find some fall clothes on the cheap, we have a tailgating sale at your local Farm and Home Supply this weekend, starting with $50 off this portable griddle or $100 off this electric smoker. Then for $2.99, take your pick between kitchen cooked chips or 24-pack bottled water. Plus, take 20% off the new Meat Church barbecue seasonings. Plus, we got hoodies for the whole family. Save 25% off all Under Armour sweatshirts. Then, where else can you get jeans for under $10? Save big on our most popular Full Blue brand. And we have 30% off all caps and CC beanies.
Petty Construction and owner Joe Petty, specializing in commercial and residential roofing systems. They design, build new homes and additions and renovations to your home. Interior and exterior renovations are their specialty. Petty Construction and Joe Petty have the experience in building you are looking for. Call 217-779-6384 or on the web at joe.petty@pettyconstruction.com. Building your community one job at a time.
At Farmers State Bank at Camp Point, we're proud to have been a part of our community for over a century, supporting families, athletes, and fans every step of the way. Just like your favorite Panthers team, we're dedicated to giving our best. With over 100 banks and ATMs throughout the area, we're here to help you on and off the field, no matter where the game takes you. So whether you're cheering in the stands, traveling to the next big game, or just supporting your community, trust Farmers State Bank of Camp Point to be with you all the way. Farmers State Bank of Camp Point, where tradition meets hometown pride.
For nearly 40 years, the Niebuhr Funeral Home has been serving our area with professionalism and compassion. This is our business, our hometown. You can be assured we take great personal pride in serving your family in your time of loss. We're locally owned. We're your friends and neighbors. We care about you and your family. Niebuhr Funeral Home, with locations in Pittsfield and Barry, serving our community with compassion and respect.
One size fits all. That may be all right for an adjustable belt or cheap sunglasses, but when it comes to your financial needs, no one wants a one-size-fits-all strategy. Derek Harris is your Pike and Adams County area Edward Jones financial advisor. Derek Harris's most important goals are yours. That's why Derek will take the time to understand your needs so he can recommend personalized strategies with your goals in mind. Contact Derek Harris today at 217-222-7173. Knowing you, that's how Edward Jones makes sense of investing. Member SIPC.
Welcome back to Standford Olympia High School. You're wondering, where is Standford Olympia? Well, we're not too far from Peoria. We're not too far from Bloomington. We're about halfway in between, in the middle of God's country out here. And a beautiful night for football. A little bit humid, a little bit warmer than we saw a week ago. We thought maybe fall was in the air, but as it is, we're going to have another little bit of spat of summer, it appears. And the sun setting just across the way from us behind the Saki faithful. And going to be a nice night once that sun goes down. Really no breeze here at all, and a good crowd, especially on this home side for the Olympia Spartans. They're excited as their squad is 2-0 on the year, looking to better that record here against the Sakis tonight. Really a competitive game a year ago for the first half between these two teams, and then Olympia's speed and size kind of took over. And if you're Pittsfield, Justin, we were kind of talking on the way over, and one of the things the Sakis are going to have to capitalize on is not just sustaining drives, but eliminating those turnovers and finishing drives.
Yeah, both of our first games we've had some turnovers that led to points that have hurt us. Pick six last week was the only points that we allowed Ethan to score. Our defense was very solid. We're going to need another big stand from our defense again this week. Eliminate those big plays. Tonight you'll see Standford Olympia try to work the edge, I'd say, with some of their fast backs or maybe even a quarterback who looked like he ran quite a bit against Porta. But they're going to have a lot of runs up the middle, and the big front of ours is going to have to hold their own.
Now, we believe that Porta AC team has really improved from a year ago, and I think they are. And Olympia played them in week one, and it was a battle for about 3 quarters. Then they kind of finally slowed down Porta's attack. Porta never going to stop on Olympia. They put up 54 points, gave up 40. Not really sure what you can tell from that, and it's really weird now that you only have really one game to go on as well.
Right, yeah, you can't really tell if maybe there was just no defense played in that game or if both offenses are really just that good.
Pittsfield has been lying to the strength of their defense, though, and they're going to want to get a little more offense, as you heard Zach Ferguson talk about in the pregame interview, that they're looking to have a little more consistency out of that offense, finishing some of those drives and getting some points on the board. We are about 7 minutes, 20 seconds away from the kickoff. Pittsfield won the coin toss. They deferred to the second half, so Olympia will receive the opening kickoff here tonight, and I think that is a testament to Zach Ferguson's confidence in his defense.
Absolutely.
Zucker, if you move that camera a hair slower, you'll have less people vomiting on you at home. That's just a word to the wise. Pittsfield getting ready to take the field. They're wearing their white uniforms, gray pants. Braxton Forsey's hair is blowing in the breeze, even though it's not blowing here, and it looks rather good, as it always does, for number 74. He'll play the nose guard on the defensive side tonight for this Saki unit.
Best moment in the game.
Saki's 1-1, have a tough one next week with Williamsville at home. So want to have a good showing here against the Standford Olympia team. Maybe go home with a 2-game winning streak and take on a very good Williamsville squad. Here comes Olympia getting ready to take the field. And when we say there's a bunch of people, I mean, they've got kids strung out from the goal line, back of the end zone actually, to about the 50-yard line, and excited to welcome their Spartans here to the field. We're going to step aside for the national anthem presented by the United States Army Band and Choir. We'll get ready for kickoff next on Central Illinois Sports.
Stotzi Automotive and Tire, located at 201 Adams Street in Camp Point, Illinois, is your local automotive repair shop. Whether you need an oil change, brake job, alignment, engine repair, or new tires, Stott C Automotive is here with honest and competitive pricing. Call Reagan and his team today to schedule your appointment. 217-740-5010. That's 217-740-5010 for Stott C Automotive and Tire.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. You've heard that phrase many times. And Rod Prentice in Pittsfield, your State Farm agent, is the guy you can count on to be your friend and neighbor in the insurance business. He has a complete line of insurance available for you from State Farm Insurance. You can reach him at 217-285-6930. Our family trusts Rod Prentice with all of our insurance needs. Stop by their office on Washington Street and see the girls. And Rod Prentice, your State Farm agent, 217-285-6930.
Both teams have made it to their respective sidelines. They're going to play the national anthem here by the Spartans marching band, wearing the purple shirts tonight. I can't tell what their theme is. Could be purple. Purple rain?
Maybe.
Could be Barney. It's about all the things with purple that I can think of. Maybe the purple people eater. And they're going to play the national anthem. We'll pause for our last break. We'll kick off for you the Suckies and the Spartans next.
I'm Chris Nichols with PCRE Real Estate and Auction here in Pittsfield. For 15 years now, I've been specializing in selling farmland and hunting properties along with homes and commercial real estate. Whether it's helping a seller get a premium price out of their home or assisting a buyer to find the farm of their dreams, I pride myself on providing elite customer service. Give me a call today at 217-473-3777 if I can help with any of your real estate needs. Or feel free to jump on our website at pcrerealestate.com.
Best Systems Auto Sales, located at 802 West Washington Street in Pittsfield between Best Systems Car Wash and O'Reilly Auto Parts, is the place to go for your next pre-owned vehicle purchase. Check out this deal from Best Systems Auto Sales. This 2019 Jeep Compass Limited is priced to sell at just $22,500. With only 29,000 miles, leather interior, and new tires, this vehicle is ready to roll off the lot today. Contact Best Systems Auto Sales to take a test drive. 217-939-7664.
From bag to field to bin, Prairieland FS is your home for quality seed. We treat it right here at one of our local facilities, deliver it right to your farm, and then provide the propane to fuel your bins. Have confidence in what you're putting in your engine with our energy specialist. They're focused on maximizing power, fuel efficiency, and engine protection to keep you going. We're neighbors serving neighbors. Prairieland FS, your leading supplier of choice.
Brian Dickut Trekking, LLC has been in business since 1995. Brian Dickut Trekking offers hauling of liquid and dry fertilizer, grain, rock, feed, lime, with local and long-distance hauling. Brian Dickut Trekking is located at 1878 East 2100 Street, Camp Point. Call them at 217-257-8302. That's 257-8302. Long dumps, short dumps, hoppers, and tanks. When you need it hauled, trust the experts at Brian Dickut Trekking, LLC in Camp Point. They deliver.
The Spartan Marching Band with their rendition of the Star Spangled Banner. We're just about ready for kickoff. Again, Pittsfield won the coin toss. They've chosen to defer to the second half, and that means Olympia will be starting the contest on the receiving side and offensive side. I think they're okay with that, and Pittsfield wanting to get that defense out and going early. Tonight's contest is brought to you in part by PCRE Real Estate and Auction. With our experienced lineup of brokers, we sell it all, including tillable farmland, hunting and recreational properties, commercial buildings, residential homes, investment properties, and or anything in between. See all of our current listings at PCRErealestate.com. Pittsfield's Tucker Cook has it teed up at the 40-yard line, ready to kick this one off. And we'll see who goes back deep for the Spartans to return here.
Looks like it's going to be Hardiman. And
is it Alexander back there with them too?
Alexander, yep. Cohen Alexander and Brennan Hardiman.
So sophomore and a senior back there deep. And they stand back at their own 9-yard line.
Alexander.
Ready to get this one underway in Sangamo Conference action.
Tucker Cook taking off his steps here.
He's one of the better special teams guys in the conference had a little trouble with the kickoffs last week, and let's see how it goes here. He'll put his boot into this one, and down the field it goes. It'll go and be picked up by Alexander around the 10. Now 20-yard line, 25, breaks a tackle on his feet down the sideline. Cook will knock him out of bounds, but not before a big return here up near the 49-yard line, and that is where Olympia will start first and 10 at their own 49. 11:53 to play here in the game's opening quarter. So a nice return of about 39 yards there by Alexander, and he showed that good speed when he got to the sideline. And the Spartans will be on the offensive attack for the first time this evening. Quarterback is Ian Tackett. He'll set up under center. The wingback to his right, one to the left, and a fullback straight behind him in the backfield. Single receiver is split wide to the left-hand side for Standford Olympia, starting with good field position from their own 49. Sakis looked like they were bringing the blitz as a man went in motion, and Thomas, he'll return to his wingback on the right side as Tackett barks out the signals, hands it to the fullback. Ball carrier here is Jimmy Lawler. Lawler into Saki territory, down to the 45-yard line, a gain of 6 on the play. It'll bring up a 2nd down and 4, and a nice pickup on 1st down for Standford Olympia.
Number 34.
2nd down and 4 into Pittsfield territory for the first time on the night are the Spartans. Run a lot of midline out of this double wing set and had a lot of success against Porta. Putting up 54 points in week 1. Tackett again under center.
See if they try something on the edge here.
Put a man in motion. Now give it to the fullback and Lawler again. Good blocking up front. Taken down there by McKee.
Close.
Also in on the tackle was Peterbow down to the 41-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play. Going to be very close to a 1st down. Let's see if they want to measure. They'll say he's just short. So call it 3rd and a half a yard to go here. So 3rd and very short here for Standford Olympia with 10:51 and counting here in the game's opening quarter.
Defensive line and Saki's going to have to get a push back here in order to force a 4th down.
See, Tackett goes to the hard count here. He nearly drew Pittsfield off sides, but the Sakis don't jump across the neutral zone. Now he calls the line set. Hands it off again to Lawler. Lawler going to get not much on the play, but enough for a 1st down, it appears. It depends on the spot. Let's wait and see for sure. Referee's taking a gander out. It is a 1st down. So give him a gain of a yard on the play. That's what he needed. And it's a 1st and 10 for the Spartans. So a 1st and 10 to the 40.5-yard line. 10:20 and counting here in the game's opening quarter. As Tackett brings the play in from the sideline. 15 seconds of the play clock as they got those up and going. Same formation in the double wing. Tackett puts a man in motion. He will pitch it outside of the motion man, and Alexander, big cut, and he's gone. Look at this man run. 20, 15, 10, 5, and 6 for the Spartans. A 41-yard touchdown run with 9 minutes, 55 seconds to play, but there is a penalty flag on the field, so don't get too excited just yet. It's back at the 39, and it is a hold against the Spartans. So instead of the big touchdown run, take that off the board, they say, and put the ball back close to the 49-yard line is where they're going to have it. And it'll bring a 1st down and 18. So a big penalty here. So man, you saw Alexander, once he got that edge, the Sakis had no contain on the outside there, and he was off to the races.
Yeah, and our safeties, all they could do was chase. Give him 2 yards on that, Charlie?
Yeah, well, no, I'm going to negate it here. Well, yeah, 2-guard gain, because, they did go for the spot of the foul.
2-yard and then a 10-yard penalty.
So back to the 49-yard line for a 1st and 18.
All right.
Tackett again will bring the play in from the sideline. It's military and first responder appreciation night here for this squad from Standford Olympia.
See if Pittsfield can take advantage of this break they were given.
We'll give it to Lawler. He is stacked up in the middle. Zane Perry along with Owen Shaw in there. To the 48-yard line. A gain of a yard of the play brings up a 2nd down and 17. I will say a little more of an explosive offense for this Olympia outfit than Pittsfield. So they don't want to be in this situation, but they've got guys that can break open in a hurry and erase those 17 yards.
Well, there's just a lot going on with the three backs, and you always have a guy in motion, which Pittsfield should be used to seeing because it's basically what we saw the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's third week in a row they've seen a double wing set. As Tackett will be under center, 2nd and 17 from the 48. Puts a man in motion. He is back to pass, now going to keep it himself along the right side. Breaks outside as Pittsfield lost contain, and now he's off with a big run all the way down near the 27, called the 28-yard line. That's a 20-yard pickup on the play, and that'll be enough for a 1st and 10 for the Olympia Spartans as Tackett shows off his running ability, as we'll see on the Northwestern Mutual instant replay. Again, the Sockies really got sucked in that time and did not have contain.
Good job by Taylor Green to be able to chase him down and not allow 6 on that.
And nearly was gone for a score, for sure. So a fresh set of downs from the 28-yard line of the Sockies.
That almost looked like a broken play to begin with, and he just made something out of nothing.
I think actually it was designed. He was just waiting for those linemen to get up there, pulling from the opposite side. There's a lot of moving parts in this offense. Put a man in motion here, hand it off to the fullback Lawler. He's patient back there, but maybe a little too patient, as now they're trying to help push the pile and going to get a positive gain on the play. There's a penalty flag that flies in right at the end. Lawler took it inside the 25 to the 24. Would be a 4-yard gain. Let's see what the flag is about here. Referees will let us know in a moment. We think, as they're talking about it. Amongst the 3 stripes in the middle of the field.
About a 7-yard gain on that?
It looked like about a 4-yard gain in total. I think the ball's at the 24, isn't it?
Picked it up. Picked up the flag.
So a 4-yard gain. It'll bring up a 2nd down and 6. I think what they were talking about maybe was, did they aid the runner there? And the referees then, after talking about it, said that was not the case.
I'm not sure it wasn't Pittsfield that got the big push from the back there.
Yeah, kind of a tackler coming from that backside.
Yeah, that's right.
8-10 and counting here in the first quarter. Olympia on the move on a 2nd down and 6 from the Pittsfield 24. Tackett puts a man in motion. He'll keep it himself now along the left edge. Wrapped up there by Archer. Nice job. He and Shaw in there. Here come Perry and McKee to help finish it off to the 25. A loss on the play of a yard, and this will bring up a 3rd down and 7. Good job by the Sockies, especially that outside backer that time in Luke Archer.
Mr. Tackett's not a very large man, but he did a good job staying on his feet there.
Tackett is listed at 5'8", 140 pounds, but a very quick young man, pretty elusive. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 7 in what should be 4-down territory for this Spartan squad. The double wing. Tight end is split to the right-hand side this time. Let's see if they try to get outside here. Put a man in motion. Lawler looked like he might have moved early. They are trying to run the sweep outside. Gets turned back in by Frazier, but a broken tackle, and the man's going to have the 1st down. Down near the 16-yard line. A gain of 9 on the play on the pitch. And a 1st and 10 for the Spartans. 9-yard pickup by Lawler. And the Spartans again with a fresh set of downs, this time at the Pittsfield 16. Really a pretty good job by Frazier out there to turn that play back in, but there was a missed tackle that allowed the run to continue for Lawler. Thought Lawler maybe got a little bit of a head start.
Lawler's their main ball carrier, according to the stat sheet, for the Pregame as well. He had
just a sophomore, too.
Yeah. He was averaging like 10 yards of carry on that Pregame, so.
It's a high-octane offense.
Yeah, can be a kid that can get away.
They'll hand it off to Lawler. Right up the middle, he's going to go for 6. Right up the gut this time for the Spartans. And 6 points on the board with 6:50, check that, 6:37 to play here in the first on a 16-yard run by Lawler. So Lawler takes it in from 16 yards out. And they'll bring on the block for the extra point attempt here, or will they go for 2 as Tackett now comes to the coach on the sideline. It looks like this could be a 2-point try for Olympia. So they will go for 2 on the PCRE Real Estate and Auction scoreboard. Already a 6-0 lead, trying to make it 8-0. Not had much trouble picking up 3 yards on a play. Here looks like a passing play. And it is caught in the end zone for the 2-point try. 2-point conversion is good And Standford Olympia takes the early lead on the run right up the gut by Lawler. 6:37 to play in the first. It's Olympia 8, Pittsfield nothing.
For delicious, authentic Italian pizza and pasta, it's Gianni's Pizza on the square in Pittsfield. From delicious appetizers to a wide selection of specialty pizzas and pastas, Gianni's has something everyone will enjoy. Take advantage of the Gianni's Pizza Special, where you can order any extra large pizza and receive a free small one-topping pizza. For carryout or delivery, call 285-4002. That's 285-4002 for Gianni's Pizza on the square in Pittsfield.
Nice job by the Olympia Spartans overcoming a big touchdown, or a big penalty that called back a touchdown, kept the drive alive, and 5 plays later took it in on a 16-yard run by Lawler. The pass was completed to Alexander in the end zone, and the Spartans lead 8-0.
Is getting set to kick it off for Olympia.
8-0 the advantage for the Spartans, as Pittsfield will look to return the kick. Spartans got good field position, and they took advantage of it.
Taylor Graham is back.
Casey Salvatore is the kicker, a 5'10", 235-pound sophomore. A lot of sophomores on this squad for Olympia. Salvatore will put his boot into this one. A high kick, not extremely deep, and it looks like somebody may have been offsides, or the referee just wasn't ready yet.
A lot of whistles.
We never get a ready for play as they blow the play dead here. And I think it's just they hadn't gotten the ready for play whistle. He said, please hold.
Please hold for processing.
He says, you throw your hand in the air like you just don't care, and we'll give you the whistle. Pittsfield with the 3 men up on the front line. One of the only schools in the conference to show this set, and we saw Athens nearly recover an onside kick last week because of it, because it leaves a lot of openings in the front. And Salvatore will again kick it high, not extremely deep, and the Sakis will see Taylor Graham take it about the 25-yard line to the 30, trying to break forward, and is taken down from behind right at the 34, and that's where Pittsfield will take over first and 10 with their first drive of the night. 6:31 to play here in the opening quarter.
I love training. I like to help people improve on their task. That food has been providing everything for me. They just treat you so well. When my life needed an opportunity, I chose that.
First and 10 for the Sakis from the 34-yard line. Let's see if the Pittsfield offense can respond to the score by Standford Olympia here in the early going, as the Spartans started at their own 49 and ran the ball kind of at will.
Yeah, there wasn't very many stops defensively.
Anderson under center, going to pitch it outside to Foster. Foster trying to get the corner and has it here. He's going to have a big gain. First down and more across the 50 inside the territory of Olympia, but the ball popped out at the end. Are they going to say he was down? They are going to say Foster was down at the 48-yard line, it looks like here, I believe. Nope, they're going to mark it where he fumbled it to and say Pittsfield got it. So it looks like that's going to be at the 43 of Athens, Olympia, I should say. So that's a 16 plus a 7 is a 23-yard pickup on a first and 10 for the Sakis. And I guess give it all to Foster, even though he fumbled it forward.
Yeah, well, good job.
Well, a little bit of a strange play. Pittsfield had trouble taking care of the football, had a lot of fumbles already.
Yeah, that looked to me like it was not a fumble.
Should have been back maybe at the 48 or something.
Yeah, it looked like the ground caused it. He was already down.
Here's a handoff to Davidsmeyer up the gut. He keeps his legs turning. Nice gain on the play inside the 40 to the 37-yard line. A 6-yard pickup on first and 10 and make a 2nd and 4 for the Sakis. So both teams moving the ball pretty well here in the early going, and maybe we're in for a little bit of a shootout here, Justin. Who knows?
Maybe. Standford Olympia's coach Eric Lyons said in an interview that they only returned a handful of defensive starters. They have nine new players.
There's a handoff to Davidsmeyer. Going to have the first down to the 30-yard line. A pickup of 7 yards on the play and a first and 10 for the Sakis as the fullback with a big pickup and a fresh set of downs for Pittsfield.
Which new players doesn't always mean worse players, but it probably means younger players with less varsity time.
Yeah, different guys playing varsity for the first time. And as we told you, just a lot of sophomores on this roster in general. They like that sophomore group, though.
Yeah, and on offense, they sure look like they knew how to hold their own.
First and 10 for Pittsfield from the 30-yard line. Anderson takes the snap and handed off to Davidsmeyer, looking for running room, met by the defensive end after a short gain to the 27-yard line. 3-yard pickup on the play. This will bring up a 2nd down and 7. So 2nd down and 7 here for the Sockies after a short run by Davidsmeyer. Good job of the defensive end staying home. Didn't allow Davidsmeyer to bounce that one outside. Hey, we remind you about Bowlers Universe. Come out and enjoy the fun at Bowlers Universe in Pittsfield, Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m., Fridays until midnight, Saturdays 4 to midnight. They have great specials each day and good people as well. Always fun at Bowlers Universe. 2nd down and 7 yards to go from the 27-yard line. Under center is Anderson. Takes the snap, hands it off to Davidsmeyer. Piled up quickly here. Dives forward for a very short gain of a yard on this play. And this will bring up a 3rd and long 6. Nice job by the defensive lineman here for this Olympia squad. And then Lawler came in from that linebacker spot as we take a look here on the youngsters playing up front here for this squad from Olympia. Thanks to Farm and Home Supply for always sponsoring the starters for both squads.
A little late getting the play clock started there. Sockies get a few extra seconds.
3rd, and it is a long 6 here. As Anderson is under center. See if they try to get Foster outside, they will. Running to the left, gets a block, dives forward inside the 25, near the 23. They'll pick up a 4 on the play to bring up a 4th and 2. And a big play here with 3:18 to play in the first as Pittsfield will go for it. O'Houlihan on the stop. Oh, goodness, what a terrible spot.
Yeah, it was not a very good spot. Ran a long way for that 2 yards there.
He put it at the 24, and it's more like a 4th and 3, and it's a solid 3 at that. It's almost 4th and 4. How? Not a friendly spot here on the road. I formation, single receiver wide either side. Anderson is back to pass, looking for Peterbilt. Peterbilt has it, makes a man miss, and has the 1st down. Peterbilt with a nice catch and run inside the 20 to the 19-yard line. A gain of 5 on the play, and it's a 1st and 10 for the Sockies as we see the young man a little slow to get up in Alexander for this squad from Standford Olympia. Let's take a look at that play on the Northwestern Mutual instant replay. Peterbilt, the tight end on the right side. He'll act like he's blocking and sneak out there into the flats and pick up just enough for the Socky 1st down. Thanks to Sheila Davidsmeyer and her team at Northwestern Mutual for being our instant replay sponsor here on Central Illinois Sports. 1st and 10 from the 19-yard line of Olympia.
Pretty good hands there by Mr. Peterbilt.
They're going to run the jet to Lawson. Lawson will cut it upfield. Now he breaks it outside as he breaks a tackle. Nearly got away for a big gain that time. Still pretty solid, though, to the 14-yard line. 5-yard pickup. It'll result in a 2nd down and 5.
It's a little different jet sweep than we've seen in years past.
It's picked up positive yards. Much different.
Yeah, that's the different part of it. Pretty good lead blocking going out in front of that, too.
It is, and I think Lawson's a kid that he kind of takes what the defense gives him. If they want to try to string it out a long way, he cuts up and gets what he can, kind of like we saw there. And we've seen him get it outside and get some big gains as well.
Yeah, if he can get the corner, he'll be gone.
2nd down and 5 yards to go. Anderson is back under center. Give it off to Foster. Patient there.
Big
Makes
hole.
a man miss, and he's going to go for 6. Lane Foster made a man miss right at the line of scrimmage and takes it in for the Socky touchdown. A 14-yard run with 2 minutes, 3 seconds to play in the first to make the score 8-6 on the PCRE Real Estate and Auction scoreboard. Now an important 2-point conversion for the Sockies to try to tie this game up. I would give it to Jesse Davidsmeyer here if it were me personally.
That would probably be a pretty good idea. I would say he could get 3 yards at will, but they did have pretty good penetration earlier and stopped him for a small gain.
Sockies have shortened their splits a little bit up front. Anderson will keep it himself to the left side, and he is going to get outside and get in for the 2-point run. We are tied at 8 points apiece. 2 minutes, 3 seconds to play in the first quarter. A dandy game from Standford Olympia. Lane Foster gets the Sockies on the board. 2-point try is good to tie it at 8.
Your Jeep, truck, and SUV are only as good as the tires and rims they run on. On or off-road, go full throttle.
The Liquor Booth is your home for a huge selection of beer, wine, and spirits. The Liquor Booth has 2 locations in Quincy, 3520 Broadway and 1500 North 12th Street. The Liquor Booth, where it's always happy hour.
A 9-play drive that started at their own 34-yard line. The Sockies take it in on a 14-yard run by Lane Foster at the 2:03 mark of this first quarter to make it an 8-all score on the PCRE Real Estate and Auction scoreboard.
Sockies really need to do a better job this time on defense. Maybe keep them for some losses.
Yeah, Olympia did not have much trouble running the ball on their first attempt. Attempts of the night.
Had time on the sideline to talk to some of those defensive players that aren't playing on offense and maybe make some adjustments.
Pittsfield trying an onside kick here. Try to get the ball right back. Cook has it teed up. He gets the whistle from the official, and he will boot this one, kind of a line drive. Going to go between the legs of the man and go all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Yep.
That is the rule in high school football. Goes into the end zone at any time, touched or not. It is a touchback, and so the Spartans will start at their own 20-yard line, and a game tied at 8 points apiece. And we'll have their drive after this word from Pike County Lumber.
Make your dream kitchen and bath a reality with help from Pike County Lumber. We'll create a design to fit your lifestyle and your needs. Quartz countertops, quality onyx that offers dozens of colors. From start to finish, trust the knowledge and experience at Pike County Lumber.
2:03 to play in the first. From their own 20-yard line this time for the Spartans. Not nearly the field position as they had the first time around.
Well, first time they started on their own 49, so this is a lot deeper in their own territory.
They're going to try to chunk off these runs in a hurry, though. They'll give it to Lawler. Lawler is met at the line, now spins away for a moment. Long whistle here. They'll stack him up, say take him down near the 23. A 3-yard gain on the play. Shaw and Peterbow from the middle linebacker spots both in there for the Sockies, and it brings up a 2nd down and 7. He didn't get a great spot either, did he?
Not really. Not a 2-yard gain.
Alexander now comes out. We saw him kind of have a cramp on the defensive side, and he comes out and he wants a little water. It is a very muggy night here at Standford Olympia High School. Double wing formation. The tight end is split to the left-hand side. Looks to be offsides almost. They're going to try to pitch this ball outside. Ball carrier here is Hardiman. Hardiman breaks it, and he's down the sideline, and he's going to go for 6. Hardiman at the 30, 15, 10, 5, and a long touchdown for the Spartans.
Pretty good hold right there, it looked like to me, but referee said it was clean, and Stanford goes for 6.
77-yard touchdown run for the Spartans on Hardiman's run. He's another sophomore, 6 foot 160-pounder, and they really like these youngsters out there for Coach Lyons and company. And just like that, a response on a quick 2-play drive for Standford Olympia makes it 14-8. Could be in for a shootout here tonight. Salvatore now is going to come on to kick the extra point attempt. Science, I guess. I'm not sure why. The first time they went for 2, and this time they go for the kick. Well, I think it's to test our cameraman, Tucker. The kick is up. It is deep enough. It is good. And the Spartans take the 15-8 lead. Big time run this time from another sophomore, and Brennan Hardiman. He got the corner, and he went for 6. 1:06 to play in the first. Spartans 15, Pittsfield 8.
It's time to be thinking about tax planning. You can count on Illinois FBFM for accounting, consulting, and tax preparation for farmers and businesses in Pike, Brown, and Adams County. Phone 217-593-7233. That's 593-7233. Illinois FBFM can take care of your farm accounting needs. Get your accounts in order for this tax season. Contact Jesse Shootman, Emily Matthews, and Kaylee Fessler. Illinois FBFM in Camp Point, working for you.
1:06 to play in the first. Olympia responds to the Pittsfield touchdown with a quick drive of their own. Started at their own 20-yard line. 2 plays later, took it to the house on the run by Hardiman. Racked up 77 yards in a hurry. And Saki still having some trouble with that outside contain. Maybe got aided with a little bit of a what we think was a hold there, possibly. But as it is, it's 15-8. As Salvatore ready to kick this one off, and you and I were talking off air, we think there's an onside kick coming here.
It'd be a good idea, a good time for one.
Salvatore will not kick it onside.
He disagrees. He says, I'll kick it.
And the Sakis see Graham take it inside the 15, 20-yard line, 25 as he breaks a tackle, put his shoulder into the man, and is down to the 31-yard line, and that's where Pittsfield will start 1st and 10 at their own 31 with exactly 1 minute to play here in the opening quarter. Pike County Express is your local family-owned newspaper. They have been serving Pike County since 1991. You can check them out each Wednesday on a newsstand near you. Pittsfield will have it 1st and 10 from their own 31-yard line. As Graham will split out wide to the right and Frazier to the left-hand side. You can bring it out just a hair, Tucker. There you go. Anderson's under center. Going to pitch it outside for Foster. Gets a good block from Davidsmeyer. Ridden down up across the 35 near the 37-yard line. A gain of 6 yards on 1st down. It'll bring up a 2nd down and 4.
Lawler did a good job staying with that play there and tackling Foster, not allowing him to get broke away.
Both teams trying to get outside, though, and use the edge, and have had some success so far. Not been a lot of stops so far in this game. 2nd down and 4 yards to go from their own 37-yard line for the Sakis, and what will likely be the final play of the 1st quarter. High formation, they'll hand it off on the left-hand side to Davidsmeyer. Keeps his legs churning, and they'll mark him down shy of the 39 of the 30. We'll call it the 39, in fact, for a 2-yard gain. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 2. The final seconds of the 1st quarter run off the clock. After 1, it's Standford Olympia 15, Pittsfield 8. 2nd quarter action your way next on Central Illinois Sports.
Press Yours On You would like to wish all the area teams the best of luck this season. If you're looking to get team shirts or spirit wear for yourself, remember Press Yours On You. We have over 1,400 square feet of retail space, so pop in and see what we have to offer. Decoration methods we offer include screen printing, embroidery, laser engraving, and banners. The Walker family has proudly owned and operated Press Yours On You for over 18 years. Being a small-town business, our goal is customer satisfaction. We would like to thank everyone who has supported us. As always, thank you for supporting local.
Camp Point Central Sports are proud to have Dear Wester Grain as a sponsor of this broadcast. Dear Wester Grain, there for you for all your grain and feed needs. Why don't you give them a call and check out all the locations of Dear Wester Grain? With locations in Golden, Paloma, Mount Sterling, Clayton, La Prairie, Liberty, Industry, Carthage, and Blandonsville. For more information, call Dear Wester Grain Services 696-4461. That's 696-4461, or on the web at dearwestergrain.com.
2nd quarter action for you now on Central Illinois Sports. 15-8 is the Olympia lead. On the PCRE Real Estate and Auction scoreboard, PCRERealestate.com to see all their latest local listings. And you might want to check them in a hurry, folks, because they're selling things left, right, and down the middle. Here it's 3rd and 2 for Pittsfield to start the 2nd quarter of play from their own 39-yard line. I formation. Anderson will hand it off to the deep back, and Foster looking to get outside, maybe aided by a hold of his own there. Has the 1st down and more. Pushed out of bounds near midfield as he flies into the sideline. They'll mark him at the Olympia 48-yard line. A pickup of 13 yards on the play, and Hohulin pushes him out of bounds, but not before Foster picks up the 1st and 10 for the Sakis.
Yeah, I'm not sure he would have got the edge there if it wouldn't be for a little
solid block, I'd call it.
Solid block, yeah, that's right.
Foster now comes out of the game as we see Jake Otker, the junior, check in, 570-pound junior for Pittsfield on this 1st and 10 from the Olympia 48-yard line. Graham out to the wide side. It's Carter Frazier to the left in the I formation again. They'll hand it off again to Davidsmeyer, running right, breaks a tackle inside the 45, wrestles the man down and around with him to the 42-yard line. A solid 6-yard pickup on 1st down again for Pittsfield. And while they're not moving it quite as quickly as Olympia, still picking up yards in pretty good chunks for the Saki offense.
Yeah, when you get down to 2nd and short situations, that's what they're looking for. It's also a place where they could maybe try a pass play if they wanted to, a 2nd and short, if they just don't want to turn into another interception, pick 6 type situation.
Peterbow's the tight end on the right-hand side. Don't be surprised if they don't run that direction. As it's an I formation, they will run that direction with Ocker. Ocker will be drugged down now after a gain near the 40-yard line. Give him a 2-yard pickup for Jake Ocker, and this will bring up a third down, and they're calling this about 3 yards to go, it looks like.
Stop short of the line of gain.
Looks like a 3-yard gain, or 3 yards to go, doesn't it? Ball's resting just the nose on the 40, and they have to get to the 38, so about 2.5 yards, technically, if you want to get technical. We don't.
Foster check back in.
Hey, you just need a little breather. He's playing both ways on a humid night. Don't want to wear him down too early. They're going to probably rely on him quite a bit. Won't be surprised to see Davidsmeyer on a carry here as Anderson calls the line set. Gives it to Davidsmeyer on the right side, has the first down. Good block out in front that time from Jaron White, it looked like, from that side of things, to the 34-yard line. 6-yard pickup and a 1st and 10 for the Sockies.
Did a pretty good job of carrying a guy with him there for a couple of yards.
Yeah, Davidsmeyer is a tough customer when it comes to taking him down, and
you usually have to bring more than one.
Yeah. Single receiver out wide either side. Frazier checks his watch, says, I'm supposed to be off the line here. And they'll send him in motion. Looks like the Saki tight end move. They're going to run a little inside handoff to Frazier. Frazier's got a big gain on the play and more. Trying to get down the sideline, lowers his shoulder inside the 20. They'll mark that ball right at the 17-yard line. A pickup on the play of 17 yards and a 1st and 10 for the Sockies. Little wrinkle into the playbook on that one. I haven't seen that yet this season on the end around to Frazier.
Carter Frazier's a player that we saw a lot of last year, mostly receiving the ball. When he gets into open field, he can usually make some things happen too.
This Pittsfield team has a lot of weapons that can get outside. You talk about Graham, Foster, Frazier.
A lot of speed, even
Grattan, Marable. I mean,
even Anderson.
Yeah,
left unattended, he can run.
He's not a slow cat. Here's Foster to the right side, trying to break a tackle. He's down near the goal line. They'll call him down short near the 2. Pickup of 15 yards on the play. It'll be a 1st and goal at the 2-yard line as Lane Foster racking them up in a hurry here for the Sockies.
75 yards on this first half.
Defense optional here. 1st and goal from the 2-yard line for Pittsfield.
8th first down for the Sockies.
Could be a big offensive night for both teams. I formation here on a 1st and goal. Ball resting nearly at the 1, in fact. Anderson will take the snap. He'll run forward, trying to push the pile. The referee from the far side comes in and says he's in for 6. Jonas Anderson takes it into the end zone for the Sockies. Makes it a 15-14 game, and Pittsfield will go for 2 here to try to take their first lead of the contest with 9 minutes, 16 seconds to play in the game's first half. 15-14 on the PCRE scoreboard. Pittsfield converted on the first 2-point try, trying to get their first lead of the ball game on this 2-point conversion attempt. Anderson wants to move Peterbow and Marable to the left side of the formation, calls the line set. Takes a snap, going to pitch it outside. Good block out in front. Foster, though, kind of stumbled, and he's not in. He dives, but is short of the goal line. Nice job by the defender for Olympia. Stops Foster short of the 2-point try, and with 9:16 to play in the half, it's Olympia 15, Pittsfield 14.
Number 6.
Welcome to Douglas Automotive and Tire, your expert truck and car repair center in Pittsfield, Illinois. We provide full service from oil changes to new tires and everything in between. Contact us today to schedule service. We're located at 303 West Jefferson Street in Pittsfield, Illinois. Call 217-922-0064. That's 217-922-0064. Britton and the gang know cars, and if you need repairs, call Douglas Automotive today for all your repairs.
Pittsfield gets the touchdown drive. 9-play drive started at their own 31. Started with a minute left in the first quarter. Scores at the 9:16 mark in the second quarter on the 1-yard run by Anderson with a 2-point try stuffed by Hahulin, who's proven to be a pretty solid tackler for this Olympia squad so far.
See what the Sockies decide to do here on this kick. I assume they're going to kick deep.
Get much better kick coverage the last time, but then just a two-play drive for Olympia.
Alexander are back deep once again.
A lot of
for the
speed
Spartans.
for this team as Alexander back deep along with Hardiman. We've called both of their names tonight quite a bit.
Both have big breakaway runs.
I mean, there's two guys there I wouldn't want to kick to.
Yeah.
And the Sockies will kick it on the ground. They'll kick to him anyway as Hardiman will take it across the 20-25. Looking to get out to the outside. Cuts back right on the sideline. Now he's trying to come to the near side of the field. He gets ridden down there by a nice tackle by Taylor Graham. And that's at the 33-yard line, and that is where Olympia will start 1st and 10 with 9:05 to play here in this first half. Damon Emmerich, a Great Rivers Banker, is here to help you with your next auto, residential, and commercial loan. Give Damon a call, 217-285-4404.
Taylor Graham don't get his cut back there. Mr. Hardiman's gone.
They're actually going to mark this at the 32, Justin. Sorry, hope you didn't write that in ink.
Wrote it in blood. There we go.
1st and 10 for Tackett and company for the Standford Olympia Spartan squad, whose offense has looked like they're clicking on all cylinders here in week number 3.
Outside contain. Outside contain.
Tackett will be under center here. Puts a man in motion. He will hand it off coming back to this side of the field, and it is stood up nicely that time by the Socky defense. Big hit that time coming from Draven Peterbow as the ball carrier Alexander is met at the 30-yard line for a 2-yard loss. And I'm telling you right now, folks, you're going to see this on the Northwestern Mutual Instant Replay. And this could be one of the hits of the year by Peterbow. He's the inside backer. Watch him come here. Stays home and says, hello. Boom. He and Shaw together kind of took him down there. They've been centerpieces for the Socky defense for a couple of years now.
Good job by those outside guys to pick up those lead blockers there.
2nd and 12. They'll pitch it outside. Looking for running room is Alexander. Patient here. Breaks a tackle across the original line of scrimmage. 35 to the 36 is where they'll officially mark him down. A 6-yard pickup on 2nd and 12, and makes it a 3rd and manageable 3rd and 6 here for the Spartans. And this is a big play right here, Justin. I think if Pittsfield could get a stop, they could have the ball maybe the rest of the half. But if not, Olympia could be marching right down the field in a hurry here and another score.
If you're Olympia, is this 4-down territory?
Tell you what, the way they've moved the ball tonight, maybe so, but we're not going to know until after this. Adams Fiber timeout for the fastest internet speed anywhere that doesn't buffer. There's no Adams Fiber here at Olympia, by the way. I will tell you that. But it is in a lot of places within the sound of my voice. Visit followthefiber.net.
GSI grain bins are built using the highest strength steel available. This allows you to store more grain to maximize your profitability and efficiency. Buy one now and receive our winter discount program. Mixer Lumber Company, your GSI grain bin dealer.
Timeout was taken by Olympia, the first of the evening for the Spartans. With 7:49 to play here in the first half, they lead Pittsfield 15-14 on the PCRE Real Estate and Auction scoreboard.
Might be one of the first 3rd downs they've seen tonight. Maybe one other.
Not seen many, have they?
No.
3rd and 6. Tackett is under center, double wing. Puts a man in motion, going to hand it off to Lawler. No, they're going to run the option play. Psaki's had the man. Oh, they miss a tackle in the backfield. And look out, making him pay for it is Hardiman. Still on his feet at midfield to the Pittsfield 49-yard line.
Number 3.
Pittsfield a couple of opportunities there, but Hardiman breaks the tackles and runs his way up for a 15-yard pickup. Gain of 15 and a 1st and 10 for this Spartans team. And you're going to see a rare missed tackle. I think that was Cook here. This doesn't happen much. Was it Cook or was it? No, it was Frazier that time, diving at the ankles. had them right where they wanted them. Play was strung out nicely by the defense, but a better play in the backfield by Hardeman, and the cowbells keep on ringing here for the Spartans. 7:14 to play in the half. A 1st and 10 from the Pittsfield 49. Here's an inside handoff to Lawler. Pittsfield does a good job to stay home. McKee in on the play along with Shaw and Peterbow. Gain of 2 on the play to the 47. Second
Lawler
and 8.
Up the middle again. Gain of a couple yards. 2nd down.
Sun has set here at Olympia. Field in pretty good shape here. Program that also has soccer, so this field gets a lot of use. 2nd down and 8, just inside Pittsfield territory for the camouflage-clad Standford Olympia Spartans. The double wing. Tight end is with his hand in the dirt on this side. They will hand it off to Lawler. Lawler breaks through, and he's going to go 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, and he ran out of room on the side on the camera, but he got it, folks. He got it for the touchdown. We're kind of a confined space here, as they call it. And this Spartans outfit, they have a fever, and the only cure is more cowbell as they get another score, leading Pittsfield 21-14 with 6:17 to play in the first half.
How many yards was that?
47 of them for Lawler.
Doubles what he has on the night. Gives him 92.
And now the Spartans will bring on the extra point attempt here. Will they go for 2? It appears they will. They try to make this a 2-score game. As Tackett is under center on the 2-point try. He will pitch it right at the last second. Pitchman trying to get in, and he does get across an Alexander. 2-point try is good on what appeared to be a little bit of a broken play, but it works out well for this Spartan squad. 6:17 to play in the half. It's Standford Olympia 23, Pittsfield 14.
Damon Plumbing, serving all of Pike County and the surrounding area with quality residential and commercial plumbing services. Make sure you include the Damon guys to get it right the first time. Residential and commercial, new builds, or existing. Call Braden at 217-491-5415 or Doug at 217-617-2318. Damon Plumbing, recommended by our family for your family.
6:17 to play in the half. It's now a 23-14 Olympia lead. Drive started at their own 32-yard line, 5 plays. And the drive capped off on a 47-yard run by Jimmy Lawler, the 170-pound sophomore fullback. And the Spartans have a 2-score lead now. Pittsfield will get the ball to start the second half. So a scoring drive would be critical for the Sockies here.
Absolutely. They need to score and then not leave any time left on the clock. Not that Olympia's needed much time tonight. The time of possession has not been a whole lot.
They've scored in a hurry. Big plays, and that's kind of what's hurt the Sockies now as you see the kicker come to the sideline. Always have to be a little leery of that. Why did the coach want to talk to this guy kicking the ball? Did he say don't kick it deep? Did he say onside kick?
There's only 3 guys on that
front line. Kick it towards our sideline because there's nobody here. It's a hole. Let's wait and see. Salvatore has his hand in the air. He will put his boot into this one. Kind of a pooch kick towards the sideline. Foster will take it at the 20. Going to try to cut it back across field. 25 breaks the tackle. 31-yard line is where he's taken down. Maybe right at the 30. Call it 31. And that's where the Sockies will start 1st and 10 from their own 31 with 6:10 to play here in this first half. Our contest tonight brought to you in part by Reels, located just north of Pittsfield across from the airport, your local headquarters for concrete lawn ornaments, statues, fountains, and much, much more. Stop by and see Reels or give them a call, 217-285-5013. Big drive here for the Sockies with 6:10 to play in this first half. They'll come out in the I formation. Frazier split to the left. It's Graham split wide to the right-hand side. He's nearly in Tazewell County. Here's a play to the right-hand side. That's Foster tripped up. Had he not been, he might have gone for 6. As it is, a nice solid gain on first down to the 36-yard line. 5-yard pickup, and it brings up a second down and 5.
Just couldn't get his feet back under him there.
Down for Pittsfield.
It's a short 5. You can maybe even call it 4. A lot of speed on the field for both teams, and you see the line up front here for Olympia trying to pick up a big stop right here. Anderson sets up under center. He'll hand it off to the fullback in Davidsmeyer. He'll be stacked up shy of the first down near the 40-yard line. We'll call it right at the 40. 4-yard pickup, and it's a third down and a yard to go here for Pittsfield. So 3rd and 1 here for the Sockies with 5:04 and counting in this first half. You would think maybe another Davidsmeyer run could be coming up here, or even that quarterback keeper from Anderson, as you saw on the touchdown.
Yeah, that worked out good on the touchdown.
Whatever it takes to get the first down is what Pittsfield's looking for here. They do not want to give Olympia the ball back. Anderson's under center. He'll keep it himself and dive forward. Looks like he has the first down by quite a bit here. Needed 1, got 2. And it'll be a 1st and 10 for the Sockies. Put the ball down, darn it. From the 42-yard line. So a 1st and 10 for Pittsfield as Anderson kept it up got on the quarterback run. 1st and 10 keeps the chains moving and the clock rolling here. 4:30 and counting in this first half. Pittsfield has all 3 timeouts remaining, should they need to come into play here.
9-point game, still first half. Nothing to get overly excited about yet. Just keep the game plan in place. Here we go.
Lawson on the jet sweep. Yeah, there wasn't much there. He gets turned back short.
Maybe back to the original line of scrimmage.
Yeah, they're going to give him a yard, I think, to the 40. Gain him a yard. You know, it's one of those things where every time Lawson's been on the field, they've run that jet. You would think maybe something would change a little bit there, maybe give a little different look out of that once he comes on the field, huh?
Yeah, let him come on and just
as a decoy.
Yeah, block a couple times, maybe run the opposite way.
Olympia bit pretty hard on it that time, and they were right. As the quarterback, Anderson, is under center. Calls the line set. He is going to hand it off to Foster. Running along the right-hand side, hits the hole hard. Up across the 45 to the 46-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup on the play. Brings up a 3rd down and 5.
Carrying the ball once again.
And this is a big play for the Sockies right here. 3:20 and counting. Again, do not want to give the ball back to Olympia. They've not stopped them. Honestly, haven't slowed them much on the night. On the defensive side.
3rd down and 5 yards to go.
Looks like Pittsfield's without Peterbow right now, so he's trying to maybe loosen out of a cramp on the sideline, it appears. So without their best tight end, as Archer's now set up from the tight end spot. On a critical 3rd and 5. I formation again, Anderson under center. He is back to pass, wide open, Luke Archer down the middle. He's got it at the 30, 20, there goes Archer to the house and a Socky touchdown. Archer on the big touchdown grab and run, a 54-yard score. And the Sockies with the play action get Archer wide open on a very similar play as what we saw them on the game-winning touchdown a week ago against Athens.
Absolutely, and he was wide open just as Peterbowl was last week. That was good catch and run, able to break a tackle there too.
Archer says, see, I should be playing offense more. I've been telling Coach that. Just throw me the ball. Put me in, Coach. I'm ready to play
ready.
Today. Says, keep your cowbells quiet.
Yeah, quiet your cowbells.
Pittsfield will go for 2 here. These 2-point tries are going to, I think, be big at the end of this game. Anderson under center in the I formation. He'll hand it off. No, he's back to pass. Looking, one man in the play. He dives for the pylon and does not get it. Good effort by Anderson, but comes up short. But Pittsfield on the big pass play from Anderson to Archer. Reservations for 6 for the Sockies. 2:45 to play in the half. It's Olympia 23, Pittsfield 20.
Fostered Farm Equipment has served our community since 1986, carrying the quality brands you know and trust. Now in our second generation, we are proud to continue our family's legacy of quality customer service from showroom to field. We offer new, used, and consignment sales, so whether you're working 1 acre or 1,000, we have something for every operation. Our customers work hard. That's why we work hard to keep America's farmer in the field and not in the shop. We look forward to serving our community and customers for decades to come.
2:45 to play in the half. 23-20 is the Olympia lead on the PCRE Real Estate and Auction scoreboard. Sockies have a 6-play drive, started at their own 31, capped off by a 54-yard reception for Archer from Anderson. 2-point try was no good, and it's a 3-point Spartan lead, and Pittsfield now looking for their first stop of the night here just before the half.
Every possession by both teams resulting in touchdowns so far. So maybe that Porter team's not. Maybe our defense has given up a couple of things that they haven't this year so far. Maybe a little bit in the Jacksonville game, definitely not last week.
Well, you're seeing a different level of speed from a week ago in Athens to this week in
Absolutely, yeah.
Eric Huhulin, number 15, Owen Alexander.
Huhulin and Alexander back deep. Shark Bay, hoo-ha-ha. As Cook has it teed up and ready to put this one in the air. He will kick it on the ground, takes a big hop, and going to be taken around the 15-yard line. Ball carried to the 20, 25, little stutter step, and he'll be ridden down there by a whole host of Sockies.
Number 15, Cohen Alexander.
That was Alexander on the return to the 31, it looks like. And that's where Olympia again will start first and 10. With 2:37 to play in this first half. And they'll mark it, of course, at the 32 because I said the 31. Because he has the microphone, so we'll listen to every word he has to say, whether we want to or not. 2:37 to play in this half. Pittsfield looking for a stop, and now they move, look where they just moved the ball to the 31. 31-yard line, first and 10.
Told you.
I'm a rubber and you're a glue. Under center's Tackett. He'll keep it himself on the option play. No, he handed it off to Lawler. Fooled me. Good fake. Good fake to the 38. 7-yard pickup on first down.
For Olympia.
Little Lawler.
Second down.
Yeah, brings up a second down and 3.
He's 1 yard short of a 100-yard night already in the first half here.
Is that good? It's unbelievable. Quick to the line. Lawler again. Lawler going to be drugged down near the 41-yard line. He's very close to the first down marker. Looked like a 3-yard pickup. Would be enough for a first and 10 if that proves to be the case. And it will be a first and 10.
First down for Olympia.
Thank you to the King to let us know. 2:07 and counting in this first half. First and 10 from the 41 for Olympia. Both teams pretty good ball control so far as taking care of the football. Here's a broken play, going to pitch it outside, and man is tripped up, taken down. That is Alexander to the 49, an 8-yard pickup on the play, brings up a second down and 2.
Alexander with the carry.
Sockies with kind of an ankle tackle that time.
49-yard line, second down.
Now with some pace here for Olympia, near midfield with 1:35 to play in this half. Tackett takes the snap. He'll hand it off to Lawler on the delayed handoff. They dive and miss him. Keeps his legs moving. Gets a good block. Still fighting forward. All the way to the Pittsfield 40-yard line. A pickup of 11 yards and a first and 10. First and 10 for Olympia in Pittsfield territory now. Quick to the line again. 1:15 to play. 2 timeouts for Olympia, 3 for Pittsfield. You're Pittsfield, you might want to take some here just to kind of get your defensive breath.
Yeah.
Back to pass is Tackett. Looking downfield, has his man in the flats. That's Alexander. He's taken out of bounds at the 30-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 yards on the play. Tackett to Alexander, 10-yard pickup on a first down. Stops the clock. First and 10 to the Pittsfield 30, 1:05 to play in this first half.
Alexander's going to check out, and Hardiman checking back in.
And he's proven to be a problem.
Yeah.
Tackett brings the play to the huddle. He says, all right, boys, let's go. Tight end on the left side in the double wing formation. Saki's trying to get a stop somehow, some way. As there's a big play by Cameron Smith. He slings Tackett to the ground. Back to the 33, a loss of 3 yards on the play. This will bring up a second down and 13. And I believe Olympia will call their second timeout of the half. Big Cameron Smith coming right through the line, as you'll see it on the Northwestern Mutual instant replay. Watch this, big fella. He got both mitts on Tackett. Smith's about 6'5". Tackett's about 5'8".
A little bit of height difference there.
He says, come here, little fella. I want to take you home and play.
Give you a hug.
And on the Adams Fiber timeout, I remind you, for top-notch local computer sales and service, it's Adams Experts, 217-214-3423. Fast, friendly, and affordable service. Adams Experts and Adams Fiber. Visit followthefiber.net. It's a second down and 13 yards to go. Timeout taken by Olympia. They have 1 remaining. I don't think this is a type of play where you have to take a shot downfield. We've seen them get outside. I would expect them to try to get outside and see what happens here. Pittsfield, if you are trying to make something happen here and try to have a chance to win this contest, I mean, you need to stop here like...
You can't let them score again at the end of this half. You need to stop here, and then you get the ball, start the second half, and make your adjustments and come back and see if we can do something.
Single receiver now split wide to the left-hand side as Tackett is under center. They put a man in motion. Going to pitch it out to the motion man. That's Hardiman. Hardiman is hit in the backfield. Now he's going to try to reverse field and has some blocks out in front. Saki's trying to get him on the ground, and that's Cameron Smith. That play ran about 70 yards to pick up 1 to the 32.
Carrying the ball for Olympia.
It's 3rd and 12.
Third down.
He tried his best to break that back. Nice job on the outside, contain that time of the Sakis. 30 seconds and counting in this first half.
Every time it looks like Saki's going to have him stopped in the backfield, they elude.
Quarterback is going to keep it himself. Tackett is stood up at the line. Pittsfield gets a stop right here on 3rd down, and will Olympia call a timeout? There's a penalty flag that flies in late. Uh-oh. Jaron White was in the vicinity. Let's see who this is on. It's a dead ball, unsportsmanlike against the Sakis.
Got to have more discipline on that. You make a big play like that, go back.
It
keep your opinions to yourself.
Just can't happen.
Can't.
I mean, it's just, listen, it's high school football, so I won't say what you might say on a Saturday type of broadcast, but that's a play that's just, it kills your team. It's going to be a first down now on the unsportsmanlike 15-yard penalty down to the 17-yard line, and very well could be a game breaker with 18 seconds to play in the half.
First down.
Goodness gracious.
First and
10. Clock stops at the defensive penalty here. 18 seconds to play in the half. Tackett under center. He is back to pass. Looking, now rolling. He throws downfield, and it
picked off by...
intercepted by Graham. Graham still on his feet at the 10. That's the stop the Sakis need. Then a penalty flag flies in at the end. And what do we have here? Interception by Taylor Graham, and a big one. We apologize. There's a
pillar in the way of our camera.
There's a wall in the way of the camera. It's a personal foul.
It's the Sakis.
Well, he kind of put his hands together like personal foul. Let's fist bump one another. And what are they going to call? It's a turnover here, so Pittsfield's going to have the ball.
Yeah.
But it'll move at half the distance to the goal from that spot and put it at about the 6. Big interception by Graham with 7 seconds to play.
Personal foul.
Personal foul is the call.
Like a crackback block, I think, is the play that they're calling here. Ta-da! Jerry the King Lawler tells us that was right.
Because it happened after the interception.
So,
what are they doing here? And we've got a whistle, and Pittsfield now wants to call a timeout just to make sure they know what they want to go with here on this Adams Fiber timeout. 7 seconds to play in the half. Olympia 23, Pittsfield 20.
When you're shopping at the grocery store, do you ever wonder where your beef comes from? Here at Jersey's, we do not. We know all of our beef comes directly from GJY Beef Company in Brown County. We know that these cattle are born and raised right here in our own backyard. So next time that you're looking for a juicy burger, ribeye sandwich, or mouth-watering steak, Look no further than GJY Beef Company and Jersey's Bar and Grill, 109 East Jefferson, Cam Point, Illinois.
7 seconds to play in the half after the Adams Fiber timeout taken by the Sockies. You would expect us to kneel down here. They've got the ball right at the 6-yard line.
Yeah, you've got the stop that you needed.
A huge stop.
Take that momentum, go in, and be like, hey, we're in a 3-point game.
Yeah, there's no reason to try to pitch and get Foster outside, even though it could happen. Bad things could also happen.
And a lot of bad things could happen. Yeah.
See, Brennan Hardeman's getting some ice on his right shoulder. He's a little banged up on the sideline for this Olympia outfit. Pittsfield will be in the I formation here. I would just expect a kneel down, and I think everybody does as well. As Anderson will kneel, and that will be the end of the first half. And an exciting first half it is. It's Olympia 23, Pittsfield 20, as we take you to the Little Jess Motors halftime show.
This month, Little Jess is celebrating our 55th year in business. And to show our appreciation, we're offering select new vehicles at just $55 over invoice, plus you get all the incentives. During Jeep Adventure Days, get a new 24 Jeep Wrangler Sport for just $35,700. Pay $0 down and get a super low payment of only $389 per month. Save $11,561 on a new 24 Jeep Grand Cherokee Unlimited. During Ram Power Days, you can save $13,184 on a new 2025 Ram 1500 Crew Cab, plus never pay more if you don't have a trade-in. Little Jess celebrating 55 years.
United Community Bank has been serving our community in 73 and is a proud member of the Pittsfield Strong United community. UCB brings you the latest banking technology, security, and convenience you expect, delivered with friendly local service you deserve from your community bank. UCB invites you to stop in for a visit at No. 1 Professional Plaza in Pittsfield, or you can find them online at ucbbank.com. United Community Bank, the leader of community banking, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Sign up for a Saki Rewards debit card. The caring and experienced professionals at Hamilton Funeral Homes are here to support you through this difficult time. We offer a range of personalized services to suit your family's wishes and requirements. You can count on us to help you plan a personal, lasting tribute to your loved one, and we'll carefully guide you through the many decisions that must be made during this challenging time. You're welcome to call us at any time of the day, any day of the week. Visit our funeral home in person or on the web at hamiltonfuneralhome.com. Call 217-593-6517. When it comes to financial planning, most financial companies focus on your income. At Northwestern Mutual, we focus on your outcome. That's why we know what it takes to succeed both on your balance sheet and in your life. It takes the right financial partner who looks at where you are now and where you want to go and design a financial plan to take you there so you can achieve the life you're after today and every day after. Focus on your financial outcome with Northwestern Mutual. Contact Sheila Davidsmeyer today. Her office is located at 311 West Washington in Pittsfield, Illinois, or visit SheilaDavidsmeyer.nm.com. The Northwestern Mutual Life Insurance Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Sports families, come check out Central Valley Sports, the new facility in town. Located 3 miles south of Winchester at 520 Winchester Glasgow Road. Batting cages, pitching mounds, pitching machines, and more. Open to all ages and skill levels. The facility is available for team rental, individual membership, and family memberships. Be sure to check out the Central Valley Sports Facebook page for more information and stay up to date on individual lessons and camps offered throughout the year.
Game Masters Outdoors in Quincy is your ultimate destination for game cameras and hunting gear. Discover top-notch game cameras to elevate your outdoor experience. From firearms and ammunition to optics and outdoor equipment, we've got you covered. Enjoy free shipping on most orders. Browse our vast selection of high-quality gear and find everything you need for your next adventure. Visit GameMastersOutdoors.com today.
Welcome back to the Little Jess Motors halftime show. It's an entertaining contest here at Olympia. As the Olympia Spartans lead the Pittsfield Sockies 23-20 here at the halftime break. How did they get that many points on the board? Well, I knew you would ask, so I'm going to tell you. With 6:37 to play in the first, a 16-yard run by Jimmy Lawler. 2-point conversion was good to Alexander from Tackett to make it an 8-0 Olympia lead. The Sockies would respond to the 2:03 mark of the first quarter. A 14-yard run by Lane Foster. The 2-point run was good by Jonas Anderson and tied the game up at 8. Olympia would retake the lead with 1:06 to play in the first quarter. A 77-yard run by Brendan Hardeman Kick after by Salvatore was good to make it 15-8 for the Spartans. The Sockies would score the 9:16 mark of the second quarter. A 1-yard run by Jonas Anderson. The 2-point run was no good, and Olympia maintained the lead, 15-14. And then with 6:17 to play in the second quarter, a 47-yard run by Jimmy Lawler, his second touchdown of the night. The 2-point run was good by Alexander to make it a 9-point game, 23-14. The Sockies would respond with 2:45 to play in the half, a 54-yard pass from Anderson to Archer. The 2-point run no good by the Sockies' Anderson, and that's how we reached this 23-20 halftime score. So really the difference in this game, the Sockies have missed 2 extra points, and the squad from Olympia has gotten their extra points each time, whether it was the 2-point try or the kick, and they lead here at the halftime break, 23-20. Little Jess Motors, 3431 Main Street in Quincy, Illinois, the place to go for your next vehicle purchase. Their staff is committed to making the car buying process simple and making sure each customer's needs are met. Learn more at littlejessmotor.com or stop by and see them across from Quincy High School and in the city of Quincy. They may even have running water this weekend. Justin Poor has a look at your halftime stats on the Little Jess Motors halftime show next.
Are you looking to streamline your banking? Great Rivers Bank has just what you need with our streamlined checking and savings accounts. Earn high interest rates or get cash back on debit card purchases with your qualifying account, plus ATM fee refunds. Certain qualifications required. Call or visit our website today at www.greatriversbank.bank to get started. Great Rivers Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
At Logan Agri-Service, we believe that every seed holds the promise of a thriving future. Our commitment to quality and excellence is as strong as the roots we help you grow. With decades of experience, our dedicated team understands your unique needs. From cover crops to premium seeds, we have it all. But it's not just about products, it's about partnership. We're not just sellers, we're your allies in growth, your consultants in success.
Fall in love with Cascom. The leaves may be changing, but our commitment to our customers never does. Reliable high-speed internet, along with our award-winning customer service, we have knowledgeable service technicians in your area 24 hours a day. For you new customers, we are extra lovable. Call today and get a free installation on any new service. Wow! I'll bet you want our phone number, 1-800-252-1799. Call for details and a date, 1-800-252-1799.
Kate Marable, real estate broker with Hometown Real Estate, would like to say good luck to all area teams and hopes everyone has a successful and healthy season. When you're in the market for a new home or would like to sell your home, be sure to call Kate Marable. Kate is a lifelong resident of the area and has experience in first-time home buyers, FHA, USDA, and VA loans. Call Kate Marable at 217-370-9809. That's 370-9809 for Kate Marable and Hometown Real Estate. Cedar Lake Campground has been owned and operated by the Kramberg family for over 50 years. Located off of Highway 24 between Coatesburg and Camp Point, Cedar Lake Campground is a quiet family campground that you're sure to enjoy. With 60 RV spots with water and electric and our 5-acre lake, it's a perfect spot for a weekend spent fishing, spending time with family, and enjoying the great outdoors. Find out more about Cedar Lake Campground on Facebook or call 217-455-4602.
We welcome you back on the Little Jess Motors halftime show. 23-20, the advantage for the Olympia Spartans on top of the Pittsfield Sockies here at the break. Our game tonight is brought to you in part by Waters Concrete. Tim Waters offers quality concrete for your new build, driveways, decorative patios, sidewalks, anything with concrete. It's Waters Concrete, ready to serve you. Give Tim a call, 309-252-1052. That's 309-252-1052 for Waters Concrete. Well, a lot of yards racked up in the first half by both teams to reach this 23-20 score. And Justin Poor has a look at your halftime statistics.
Both teams over 200 yards. Olympia, start with them. They have 12 first downs. Majority rushing yards. The leading rushers for them are Alexander with 5 carries for 15 yards, and Jimmy Lawler with the heaviest load with 13 carries for 113 yards. And number 3, Brennan Hardiman, 2 carries for 92 yards. Of course, he had the big 77-yard touchdown run. They do have The total, they have 23 rushing attempts for 236 yards. On the passing side of things, they have 1 completed pass and 1 attempt. Tackett to Alexander for 10-yard gain. They have 1 penalty for 10 yards, no turnovers. On Pittsfield side of things, Pittsfield has 9 first downs. Also, majority of their offense coming from the rushing. The leading rushers are Anderson has 2 carries for 3 yards. Foster has 8 carries for 84 yards. Davidsmeyer also has 8 carries for 35 yards. Lawson has 2 carries for 6 yards. Ocker 1 carry for 2. And Carter Frazier, a big end around for 17 yards. Total in the first half, they have 22 rushing attempts for 147 yards. Sockies have completed 2 passes on 2 attempts for 54 yards. Foster with 1 catch for 54 yards, and Peterbolt, that's not right.
Archer
should be Archer. Yeah, somebody doesn't know how to write things down, but it should have been Archer for 54 yards and Peterbolt for a 5-yard catch. The Sockies have been penalized twice for 20 yards in total. No turnovers on the night, which is the best, cleanest first half that they've probably played this year.
I think they fumbled the ball once and got it back. Of course, Pittsfield had the 1 takeaway right at the end of the first half on the interception.
Oh, yeah.
By Taylor Graham to stop what would have been a scoring drive for Olympia. And what was a big stop for the Sockies? They will get the ball to start the second half, down by 3, 23-20. So, you know, the biggest adjustments for these two teams, not on the offensive side for this second half. You got to figure out a way to slow some things down on the defensive side, especially Pittsfield. I mean, what did you say? How many yards on how many attempts? What did you say for
236 yards on 23 attempts.
236. I mean, that's 10 yards a carry, basically, right?
Yeah. It should
10.26 yards a carry.
Yeah.
That's too many if you're the Socky defense, which has played pretty well. But by far, and I would even say with Jacksonville, by far the quickest team, especially when they get to the outside here in Olympia here tonight, that Pittsfield's seen this season.
Yeah, these young runners that they have, these sophomores that they have, they hit that edge and they're gone. Our corners just aren't closing fast enough, and we're just not getting the contain that we need on the outside.
And you got to give a lot of credit to these youngsters. And Brennan Hardiman, he's just a sophomore, 6 foot, 160 pounds. You've seen also some big carries in the night by the fullback, and Jimmy Lawler, the 5'9", 170-pound sophomore.
He's opened it up out in the middle of the field a couple of times, and that's just not something that we've allowed yet this year.
And then we haven't heard much out of Caden Thomas, but he's a sophomore running back for them as well, 6 foot, 180 pounds. They've got a lot of sophomores. Let's count them on the roster: 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 sophomores on this varsity roster. And you've heard their names quite a bit here tonight. A lot of promise to show for this Olympia squad, and they're trying to move to 3-0 on the season already here, even with a pretty young squad for Coach Lyons and company. Both teams making some adjustments in their locker room halftime break here. We'll step aside on the Little Chess Motors halftime show. Back with you after this.
Here in Pittsfield, we're focused on maintaining a healthy, diverse economic base to increase opportunities for our residents. Economic factors greatly affect a community's overall potential, and we strive to continue our prosperous culture. The availability of both commercial and industrial employment centers and new lucrative entrepreneurship opportunities are major assets for growth and development here in Pittsfield. In addition to providing employment and income to people, Pittsfield also boasts several tax incentive districts to further facilitate economic growth. Examples of growth and success can be seen throughout Pittsfield. Pittsfield is located within Pike County and widely known for the abundance of white-tailed deer, and is also home to companies that have capitalized from the region's natural resources. Located over on Madison Street, Whitetail Properties is a major local and international employer that truly embodies the local and economic spirit of Pittsfield. State-of-the-art communications and telecommuting are available here. Be sure to catch their televised series throughout the week on the Sportsman Channel. Come grow and be a part of something great in Pittsfield, Illinois.
Before I started at DOT, like a real low point in my life, I just lost my house, and I just wanted something to get myself back on my feet. I met a driver named John, and he was like, man, come to DOT. They'll pay for your school. They'll pay for your CDLs. I applied, and ever since then, I've been very grateful. Since I've been here, I've had the opportunity to save money to buy me a home within the next couple months. It's definitely been great. When my life needed direction, I took the wheel.
Are you planning on building? Let Pike County Lumber help. Whether it's big or small, we have everything you need. We carry all building materials like siding, roofing, cabinets, decking, doors, and windows, just to name a few. We also have plumbing and electrical supplies along with tools. From building your shop, your brand new home, or kitchen and bath remodel, Pike County Lumber is here to help. We're family owned for 3 generations. Pike County Lumber. For all your building needs, come see us in Pittsfield.
You've tried it, I've tried it, everyone needs to try it. Sugar and Smoke, 1258 West Washington in Pittsfield. Open Wednesday through Saturday at 11 a.m. Here's what others are saying. This place is fantastic in every way. Pulled pork, pulled chicken, brisket, ribs on the weekends, the best green beans, appetizers, nachos, pony shoes, pork burgers, celebrating 1 year in business. Sugar and Smoke, it's time to eat. Yum! 217-922-0067.
Griffin Signs and Time at 122 South 9th Street in Quincy is a full-service sign company that can complete any project, from fully wrapping your entire fleet of vehicles, digital signs, storefronts, to creating small banners and signs. The right and professional signage is the difference of getting the job, heading folks in the correct direction to find you, or creating a brand recognition for potential customers. Put the right signs in your customer's mind with Griffin Signs and Time. Call 217-228-7470.
In a game that did not have very many defensive stops in the first half, Pittsfield got the big one when they needed it. In the waning moments of the first half of play, they trailed 23-20. Sakis will receive the second half kick, and we'll have that for you next on Central Illinois Sports.
Are you short on time or budget, but your family is hungry? It's time for the Maya Authentic Mexican Restaurant in Pittsfield. Try the Maya Special, a crowd favorite. Delicious grilled fajitas, steaks, nachos Mexicano, salads in a tortilla bowl, the tastiest salsa and cheese sauce around, and the fastest service anywhere. You can afford it. It's the Maya Mexican Restaurant on Washington Street. Call ahead with your order and you can pick it up in the drive-thru, 217-285-4526. The Maya Restaurant in Pittsfield. Helena Agri, Camp Point, Illinois, is a proud sponsor of the broadcast of Central Illinois Athletics. For all your seed, fertilizer, and chemical needs, the experts at Helena Agri, Brian Obert, Dustin Roskamp, and Matt Hughes, are the guys to call. Let them show you the best seed, fertilizer, and ag chemicals to make your farming operation a success. Call 217-593-7761. That's 593-7761 for Helena Agri of Camp Point.
Shireman Memorials has been serving the area since 2014 with local and affordable memorial and specialty items production. Jason Shireman has over 20 years of experience and is committed to providing his customers with the best experience. With expertise in sandblasting, carving, etching, and design, you will be dealing with someone who has the knowledge and experience to make a memorial your family can be proud of for generations. You'll find Shireman Memorials at 1135 West Washington Street in Pittsfield and online at shiremanmemorials.com.
When you're ready to restock your pantry, go to Kay's Family Food in Camp Point, Illinois. Open 7 days a week, 7 a.m. through 8 p.m. Be proud, Camp Point area. Kay's Family Food is the only locally owned grocery store in Adams County outside Quincy. Delicious donuts daily, great lunch specials, fresh cut meats, fresh produce. Kay's Family Food are committed to the area and the school. When you support your local store, they can support you and your school and community. When you need to restock, think of Kay's Family Food, 593-6814. Petty Construction and owner Joe Petty, specializing in commercial and residential roofing systems. They design, build new homes and additions and renovations to your home. Interior and exterior renovations are their specialty. Petty Construction and Joe Petty have the experience in building you are looking for. Call 217-779-6384 or on the web at joe.petty@pettyconstruction.com. Building your community one job at a time.
Just about ready for second half action, thanks to Little Jess Motors for being our halftime sponsor here on Central Illinois Sports. Pittsfield will receive the second half kick. They won the toss and deferred to the second half, so that strategy proving to play out a little bit in the Sakis' favor right now. I do apologize for the poor internet connection that we have here tonight. Hopefully we'll be able to stick with you through the second half on Central Illinois Sports. We are in the middle of God's country, and for some reason, God forgot to hook up cell phone towers. And here comes Salvatore and company to kick off for this squad from Standford Olympia.
A little different lineup for our receiving team.
Yeah, they're all up front. Yeah. 5 guys in the front line, guarding against what would be a possible onside here. It looks like Taylor Graham's actually up on the front line. Sakis really think they're going to onside right here.
Yeah, we got a hands team out there, don't we? Peter Bull.
I don't think it's a bad plan myself.
No.
I think both teams know that they had trouble stopping the other one. Here is Salvatore's kick. It is a line drive, going to be taken on the bounce by,
I'm not sure,
9. That for the Sakis is Dominic Cooper.
Wow.
Cooper will take it to the 40-yard line, and that's where the Sakis will start 1st and 10 with 11 minutes, 53 seconds to play in the third. Good return by Dominic Cooper. Cooper is a junior for this squad. 6 foot, 150-pound junior. Plays wide out, too.
Another man with a bunch of speed.
They will start this drive.
Yes, he is.
At their own
all right.
40-yard
Pittsfield with the chance to have a drive to take their first lead of the game here. Olympia trying to get their first stop at the defensive side. Graham will split out wide to the right-hand side. Frazier is the man on the left. As under center will go Anderson. The I formation behind him and Foster and the fullback Davidsmeyer. They will hand it off to Foster, running to the right-hand side. Breaks a tackle outside, 50-yard line, 40. Makes a cut at midfield, 40, 35, 30. Still on his feet to the 20, 15, 10, 5, and a Saki touchdown.
Well, that's a way to start.
What a way to start the second half for the Sakis on a 60-yard touchdown run by Lane Foster, lightning in a bottle lane. And the Sakis have the 26-23 lead on the PCRE Real Estate and Auction scoreboard. Now they will go for the 2-point try. Foster, man, you get him in space and get him a chance to cut and juke and dance. And then he turns on the jets, and it's gone after that. He's got a lot of yards tonight, Justin.
Yeah, 144 now after that big run.
That's a lot.
Great job following his blocker downfield there, too, and making that stop and cut.
Pittsfield now going to be close to a delay of game. Just take it here. Don't take 2-1. They'll get it off. They'll hand it off to Foster. Hit in the backfield. Cuts back. He's not going to get the 2-point try. Sakis have a little bit of a bugaboo in that area right now, but they do have their first lead of the game as Lane Foster. They went with the old Lane Right. He takes it 60 yards for the score, and Pittsfield leads 26-23. 11:40 to play in the third.
Hi, my name's Sierra Burns here with Westtown Ford in Jacksonville, your low overhead dealership. We have new and used Lincoln Corsairs, Nautiluses, and even the Navigator. Come on out and see our new Lincolns for your next luxury vehicle.
Griffin Signs in Time at 122 South 9th Street in Quincy is a full-service sign company that can complete any project, from fully wrapping your entire fleet of vehicles, digital signs, storefronts, to creating small banners and signs. The right and professional signage is the difference of getting the job, heading folks in the correct direction to find you, or creating a brand recognition for potential customers. Put the right signs in your customer's mind with Griffin Signs in Time. Call 217-228-7470.
26-23 is the Pittsfield lead. 11:40 to play in the third quarter as Lane Foster took it 60 yards for a touchdown to give Pittsfield their first lead of the contest on the PCRE Real Estate and Auction scoreboard. Now Tucker Cook will have it teed up and ready to go for the Sakis on this kickoff play. Trying to keep the ball out of Olympia's playmakers' hands here on the kick return, as some line drive kicks by Cook have helped a little bit, but Olympia average starting position about the 35-yard line if you really add them all together. Alexander's back deep. I think it's also, is that Hahulan?
It was earlier.
Cook has the whistle from the official, ready to put his boot into this one, and he will kick it deep. It's going to be
higher kick that time.
Taken here at about the 15, 20-yard line now. Trying to chase him down from behind. Really nice play on the tackle there by the Sakis, Hayden Grattan. Grattan chased him down. And near the 26. Jimmy Lawler on the return. And is that the 26? Is that where they're going to put that ball?
Spartans will start this drive on their own.
25-yard line with 11:33 to play here in the third. First and 10 for Olympia. Trying to get that offensive unit back like they were rolling in the first half. They find themselves down for the first time on the evening, 26-23. Just underway here in quarter number 3, and what appears to be going to just be a high-scoring shootout here tonight. Why not? What else did you want to see? You wanted to see a 3-0 game?
Yeah, we've seen those stalemate games, and now we're going to get a shootout.
Now Olympia is going to split 2 men out to the right-hand side and send the quarterback out on a run play. Tackett makes a man miss. No, he does not. Nice job to hang on there by Grattan, and then Graham came and helped finish it off. A gain to the 30-yard line, a 5-yard pickup by Tackett, and it'll bring up a second down and 5. Second and 5. You see Grattan in as a defensive back right now. On this side, he's replaced Frazier, it looks like. Caden Ferguson still in at the defensive back spot on the opposite side, trying to help keep things turned inside is what they're doing here. Tackett under center in the double wing. Man, they gave him a terrible spot, Justin. They gave him a 3-yard gain on that. Holy cow. Here's a inside handoff to Lawler. Lawler will be stacked up and taken down here. Finished off that time by Zane Perry. A gain of a yard on the play to the 30, and this is 3rd and 6. I know it said 2nd and 5 on your screen, but it was a terrible spot a moment ago. And what should have been a 5-yard gain was called a 3-yard gain, and this is to the really the 29-yard line. It's 3rd and 6.5. Pittsfield looking for a big stop right here, right out of the gate.
1 yard for Lawler there.
Yeah. I was trying to teach my 9-year-old daughter not to answer with things like yeah. I like the word yes and no, but obviously not tonight. Under center is Tackett. Puts a man in motion, and Alexander going to pitch it outside, trying to get him in space. Has blockers out in front, but there's Archer on the stop. Chased down from behind as well by, is that Grattan? And Ferguson, I believe, in on the stop as well. No gain on the play, and it brings up a 4th and 6, and we'll see a punt here for Olympia.
Who? Alexander, the ball carrier?
Alexander was the ball carrier and gained nothing. Alexander on the run. He wasn't in the room where it happened that time, and a punting situation here for the Spartans with 10 minutes and counting in the third. They're short a man. Here comes number 99 in your playbook.
He's like, oh, yeah, I forgot I'm on punt team.
Noah Tosh, he said, we haven't done this much this season.
I forgot.
Punter stands at his own 15. He
dropped
drops the punt, and he's going to have some
he's
running.
Gonna have
now.
run.
He's going to have the first down on the broken punt play up to the 45, and a bugaboo on special teams. Alexander takes it to the 45-yard line and keeps this drive alive. A pickup on the play of 16 yards and a 1st and 10 on what looked to be a mistake. He turned, chicken salad into something that was like 2 strings and a pile of grass that time.
Just a happy accident, Bob.
Big play, though. Alexander shows off the wheels once again and makes it happen when his team needed it. So what looked to be a nice stop for the Saukey defense, they're right back out there now. And here comes Tackett and company on 1st and 10 from the 45. Puts a man in motion. He'll give it off to Lawler, and Lawler is lit up that time by Owen Shaw. Shaw met him right at the line. Peterbilt there to help after a short gain of a yard on the play to the 46, it looks like. We'll call it the 47, 2-yard pickup, 2nd and 8.
Second down.
I mean, the middle backers for the Saukeys are laying the wood tonight. You can hear that pop up here. On the sideline right now, Alexander, after getting a little breather, he and Hardiman are both on the sideline. So 2 new guys out there. Expect to run to Lawler here. Tackett puts a man in motion. He'll keep it himself on the option. Big play outside.
Number 6.
Hahulin is gone for 6. Penalty flag flies on the sideline here near the 34. Hahulin takes it 53 yards, but a penalty flag stands back of the 33, and this is a block in the back.
Holding,
block in the back. Either way, it's going to be a penalty. And now Coach Lyons is having to be restrained by one of his coaches. He is hot. Hot.
He's like, but we want the points. He's like, I strongly disagree.
Disagree vehemently. And with some mustard.
Instead of a 53-yard touchdown run, we're going to end up with a
12-yard gain.
12-yard gain.
To the Pittsfield 43.
Still first down.
Still first down. First and 10. Where do they keep getting these kids, though? Eric Hohulin is a 6', 170-pound junior, and he about Hohulin his way right into the end zone that time.
Number 6. All right. And the 10-yard penalty. It's only their second penalty on the night. Both holding calls. Both negated touchdown runs.
Remember that for your trivia later.
Yeah.
Here's Tackett under center. Takes the snap, hands it off to Lawler, right up the gut.
Oh my, about broke loose there.
Your safety and Lawson just made a touchdown-saving tackle at the 31, a pickup of 12 yards on the play. And if your defensive backs are making your tackles, it's probably not great news for the defensive effort. Gain of 12 on the play by Lawler, and it's first and 10 to the Pittsfield 31. Man, Pittsfield had them off the field too, and then a drop snap on the punt. Didn't keep contained on the punter, which, I guess is a mistake you can kind of live with because it just doesn't happen much.
Yeah, I mean.
But it kept that play alive.
And when your punter just happens to be one of your best running backs, too.
It doesn't hurt.
Does help.
Double wing on the first and 10 from the Pittsfield 31. They'll keep it in the hands of the quarterback, Tackett. Tackett breaks a tackle, but he won't break the next as he's taken down here by Pewterbow. Looks like he's near the 31-yard line. No gain, no loss. Brings up a second down and 10. Second and 10 here. Before
she comes off.
And we'll put Perry back into that middle spot.
Perry back to the middle.
And Cameron Smith. Cameron Smith's made a couple big plays tonight.
Yes, he has. Playing that defensive tackle spot.
Three-man front for the Sockies. Tackett under center. He will hand it off to Lawler. Lawler with a little cutback. He might go, and he will. This is going to be a touchdown for Lawler. They dive at the end. No holds this time, and Lawler takes it in from 31 yards out to give the Spartans the lead, 29-26. Spartans are back on top with 7:06 to play in the third. Good response, and man, they, you could say, caught a little bit of a break, made a little bit of a break, possibly, too. On that punt that they were set up to punt, kick it away, and just had a lot of problems.
Third touchdown for the night for Lawler.
The kick is up, and the kick by Salvatore is good. 30-26 is the advantage for Olympia in a shootout from Standford. It's Olympia 30, Pittsfield 26, 7:06 to play in the third on Central Illinois Sports.
Petty Construction and owner Joe Petty, specializing in commercial and residential roofing systems. They design, build new homes and additions and renovations to your home. Interior and exterior renovations are their specialty. Petty Construction and Joe Petty have the experience in building you are looking for. Call 217-779-6384 or on the web at joe.petty@pettyconstruction.com. Building your community one job at a time.
A drive that started at the 25-yard line for Olympia at the 11:33 mark. Sockies had a quick, what looked to be a 3-and-out. The punter, Alexander, dropped it, picked it up, scampered ahead for 16 yards, and after that, Olympia kept it moving in a hurry here. 31-yard run by Lawler at the 7:06 mark. The kick by Salvatore was good to make it 30-26 Olympia on the PCRE Real Estate and Auction scoreboard.
I'm going to say with the same people up on the front there, still got Dominique Cooper and Lane Foster back to receive. Yeah, that's great.
Salvatore will put his boot into this one, kind of a line drive, and Foster will have take a high hop on him. Back near the 12, he'll pick it up and try to make something out of this. 15-yard line, dives forward, and this dives to the 18, and that's where the Sockies will start first and 10 at their own 18 with 7 minutes to play in the third on Central Illinois Sports.
At Westtown Ford in Jacksonville, we're your low-overhead EV dealer. Curious about EVs? Come check out a Mach-E with me, Wade. I drive one and I love mine. Westtown Ford, Jacksonville, Illinois, westtownford.com.
From their own 18-yard line for the Pittsfield Sockies on this first down and 10 yards to go. 7 minutes still to play in the third quarter. Long contest. A lot of scoring. You like points? They got them. I formation for Pittsfield. Call the line set. They will hand it off to Foster. A little counter play back to the right-hand side. He's bottled up quickly there. Near the 19. Gain of a yard of the play. Brings up a second down and 9 yards to go.
A little less than the last run play, Ed.
Just a few less than 60. And you just wonder if you're Pittsfield, you're kind of kicking yourself. You had them off the field, and then a broken play turned into a big play for Olympia. Olympia has also capitalized on the extra point conversion every time, whether it'd be a kick or a 2-point conversion. The Sockies have struggled in that category. Here's Davidsmeyer on a run. First time we've seen him carried in a while. Good gain up across the 23 to the 24-yard line. 5-yard pickup, and this will bring up a 3rd down and 4. So a big play here, though. Olympia trying to get a stop for the first time on the defensive side tonight. Sockies trying to keep this drive alive with just under 6 minutes to play in this third period. Thank you for joining us here tonight on Central Illinois Sports. Thanks to Tucker Shaw for pinch hitting as our cameraman tonight. Hopefully he's buying us a steak on the way home too.
Sounds good.
Here is Anderson under center. He will hand it off to the deep back. That's Foster. Foster will bounce it outside. Has the first down. 30-35. Dives ahead to the 37-yard line. A pickup on the play of 13 yards and another Socky first down.
Did a great job waiting for his hole to open up there. Covered up the ball to make sure it didn't get punched away, and then took what the defense gave him.
Alexander in on the stop, but not before Foster has the gain. Watch this. Gets a good gain on the outside and then bounces it out. As you saw, he waited for the guard in Shaw to come around as the pulling guard and make that block. And once it was there, that man was out of the way, and he was off to the races for a 13-yard gain. Thanks to Sheila Davidsmeyer, Northwestern Mutual in Pittsfield, for being our instant replay sponsor. Now here's a false start on the Sockies. Looked like the right tackle. Might have moved a hair early there. One of a rare penalties against the Socky offensive unit. In fact, I think that's the first false start of the season that I can remember on the line. That'll move it back 5 yards to the 32-yard line and bring up a 1st and 15.
Definitely not a penalty I've seen much this year.
No, they've been pretty solid, especially up front. Graham will split out wide to the right. Frazier is the receiver to the left in the I formation. Tight end Peterbo set up on the right side of this formation here. They will hand it off and around that direction to Jake Otker, and Otker is going to trip over his own feet, it kind of looked like that time. Never really got going. Loses back to the 31 and brings up a 2nd down and 16. They're trying to give Foster a little bit of a blow, something that I don't doubt that he needs a little bit on this hot humid night, but looking for better production as now Foster comes in and Otker goes out.
Number 5, Jake Otker, carrying the ball for.
So it's a 2nd and 16 for the Sockies from the 31-yard line now.
Second and long, probably see Foster carry here.
Might go to the air. Back to pass is Anderson. Anderson looking downfield, heaves it up for Graham. He dives back. Not able to make the play as he was well covered that time. It'll stop the clock and bring up a 3rd down and 16.
3rd down.
Went play action that time. Did not bite that time. All the receivers were pretty well covered.
Time to cheer on the team. 3rd down and 15.
It's 3rd down and long here with 4 minutes to play in the third. Clock stopped on the incomplete pass. And a big play here. I think you try to give it to Foster, let him try to make something happen rather than a heave downfield. What do you think?
Yeah.
They will run it back this direction with Graham, and it is sniffed out nicely, stacked up at the line of scrimmage. He dove forward for a gain of 3 on the play to the 34. But it'll be a 4th down and 13 in a punting situation for the first time of the night for this Socky team.
Gain of 3 on that.
3-yard gain. on the end around, and Pittsfield will punt for the first time. Only have 10 guys on the field that I count. There's the 11th. Cook will punt from his own 20. Bad snap, picks it up, puts his foot into this one. End over end kick, and it'll take a nice socky bounce. Inside the 20, that'll roll all the way down to the 16 before Otker downs it. And with 3:14 to play here in the third, it's a 30-26 Spartan lead. They'll start at their own 16-yard line, leading the Sockies by 4.
Make your dream kitchen and bath a reality with help from Pike County Lumber. We'll create a design to fit your lifestyle and your needs. Quartz countertops, quality onyx that offers dozens of colors. From start to finish, trust the knowledge and experience at Pike County Lumber.
3:14 to play here in the third. 1st and 10 from their own 16-yard line for Standford Olympia. Leading 30-26 on the PCRE Real Estate and Auction scoreboard.
Sockies just need to buckle down, go back to that.
Well, what stinks is they had that stop the last time.
Positive. Remember that positive energy from the stop that they had that was not, but
yeah. Tackett's under center, puts a man in motion. He will hand it off, coming back to this side. Man will not get away from the tackler in Shaw this time.
Number 6.
As the ball carrier was
Hula. Ball for Olympia. 2nd down.
Houlihan. He'll take it to the 19-yard line. A gain on the play of 3. Brings up a 2nd down and 7. On the run by Houlihan. Second down, 7 yards to go here for Olympia. Clock counting down here with 2:35 to play in the third. Still a lot of ball game left. Tackett will keep it himself. Nope, handed it off at the middle of Lawler. Good job carrying out the play fake. Even had me faked out again. To the 24-yard line he goes. Looks like a gain of 4 on the play. And it'll bring up a 3rd and a long 3.
Third down and 4 yards.
So 3rd down and a long 3 yards to go. Can this Pittsfield defense get another stop here? Play your assignment football here. This offense isn't nearly as effective, but it's tough, right? You're trying to watch a lot of things happen in front of you in a hurry. Takes the snap, hands it off to Lawler. Lawler's got the 1st down and more. Taken down, but deep into the Socky defensive backfield near the 35. Needed 3, picks up 11 on the 1st and 10 for the Olympia Spartans. 1st down, 10 yards to go for Olympia.
Lawler taking those runs at the middle and getting all the way into the secondary.
He's really made some things happen tonight. A lot of big yards in this game.
Yeah, I mean Lawler alone has 169 yards. Big game.
1st and 10 from the Olympia 35. They'll hand it off to Lawler on the delayed handoff. Luke Archer meets him there and will drag him to the ground after a short gain. At the 36-yard line. Good play by Archer from that outside backer spot, staying home. Makes it a 2nd and 9. You're just trying to string some plays like that together if you're this Pittsfield defensive unit, and it's been easier said than done so far tonight.
Yeah, it's like they get a couple, and then they'll have a big run, big 3rd down run.
2nd down and 9, under a minute to play in the third period. Could possibly be our final play of the third. Catching fireflies out there, son? What's going on? Here's Tackett. He'll run the option, pitches it outside to Alexander. Alexander tripped up, taken down near the sticks. Looks like he's got it to the 45-yard line. A gain of 9 on the play by Cohen Alexander. And they'll bring up a 1st down and 10 for Olympia. Really nice job by Tackett. Held on to it for as long as he could from that quarterback spot. Now Alexander comes out a little lame on that ankle, so they'll bring Hardiman back into the game just to stable the backs for Eric Lyons' squad. And I don't think Olympia wants to run a play before the start of the fourth, and they will not. We head to quarter number 4. Fresh set of downs from their own 45-yard line for Olympia. They lead Pittsfield 30-26. Fourth quarter play-by-play. Your way next on Central Illinois Sports.
You've tried it, I've tried it, everyone needs to try it. Sugar and Smoke, 1258 West Washington in Pittsfield. Open Wednesday through Saturday at 11 a.m. Here's what others are saying. This place is fantastic in every way. Pulled pork, pulled chicken, brisket, ribs on the weekends, the best green beans, appetizers, nachos, pony shoes, pork burgers, celebrating 1 year in business. Sugar and Smoke, it's time to eat. Yum! 217-922-0067.
For nearly 40 years, the Niebuhr Funeral Home has been serving our area with professionalism and compassion. This is our business, our hometown. You can be assured we take great personal pride in serving your family in your time of loss. We're locally owned. We're your friends and neighbors. We care about you and your family. Niebuhr Funeral Home, with locations in Pittsfield and Barry, serving our community with compassion and respect.
Ready to start quarter number 4 with Olympia on top of Pittsfield, 30-26 on the PCRE Real Estate and Auction Scoreboard, PCRERealestate.com. See all the latest listings. First and 10 for Olympia here from their own 45. They're looking to make it a 2-score game again. Pittsfield's trying to get that defensive unit off the field here.
Pittsfield's looking for a takeaway here.
Haven't had many of those this season. Got an interception earlier in the game, near the end of the first half, which was big. Tackett will be under center in the double wing formation. Puts a man in motion. That's Hardiman. Going to pitch it to him on the outside. Turn back in for a moment. Now fighting for yardage, and Shaw will wrap him up in the backfield and take him down. They'll give him forward progress to the 41. It's a loss on the play of 4 yards and brings up a second down and 14.
Second down for the Spartans.
Hardiman just really never got much blocking that time and didn't have many options of where to go with it.
And McKee had him stopped back there and held him up long enough that they got him down.
If you ever have a screenplay in your handbook or your playbook here, if you're Olympia, this is the time to do it because Pittsfield is really over pursuing.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Here's a man back to pass in Tackett. Now he's going to try to tuck it. Runs.
Oh, pick off Tucker Cook.
Tucker Cook with the pick.
Still on his feet, pushing, running, dragging people.
Look at him down to the 32, and that's the takeaway that Pittsfield needed.
Good job, Tucker Cook. Watch the quarterback's eyes all the way there.
11:07 to play in the fourth. A big-time turnover for the Pittsfield defense.
Kyle Gilder in on that tackle.
Huh? iPhone charger. What kind of iPhone do you have, fella? Not the new one. There's a block for you. So the Pittsfield Sockies get the turnover when they needed it most here and have it first and 10 deep in Spartan territory at the 32-yard line of Olympia. 11:07 to play here in the contest. See if the offense can capitalize on the big-time takeaway. Anderson's under center. Calls the line set. Hands it off to Foster. Gets a good block from Shaw. Foster on his feet. Trying to race away. He'll be shaken down from behind. Right at the 10-yard line, though. A pickup on the play of 23 yards in a Saki first and
Foster on
10.
the carry, brought down by Alexander.
They're going to call it first and goal or first and 10. It is big here, and it's going to be first and goal from the 10. So the Sakis are as far as they could have to go on a goal-to-go play. With 10:50 and counting in this contest. Got the takeaway they needed. You talked about it, Justin. It was huge by Cook.
Yeah.
First and goal from the 10. Can they punch this one in? Anderson under center. Hands it off to Davidsmeyer. Left side. Cuts back. Dives forward. He's near the 5. Call it the 6. Pick up on the play of 4 yards. So to bring up a second and goal from the 6.
This drive started on the 32.
I'll call it the 33 myself, but pretty close.
Okay. 11 to go. Did you write that down?
11:07, excuse me, is when the drive started.
Missed all that. Here I am.
You're just
back in the game.
So excited on the takeaway by Cook. I formation again on a second and goal from the 6. Maybe another run to Davidsmeyer. Nope, this time they're going to give it to Foster. He's looking to get outside, and there's nothing there. In fact, he's back behind the original sticks.
In the backfield.
Back to the
loss of 6.
Where do they put it? At the 10, 4-yard loss on the play, and it's 3rd and goal from the 10. 4 down territory, so no reason to panic too much here if you're Pittsfield. But you need positive yardage right here.
Yeah.
Jockeys are deep in Spartan territory. Our team needs
It's 3rd and goal from the 10. As the fans from Olympia rise to their feet. Anderson is under center. He hands it off to Foster. Foster looking for running room. Bottled up in the backfield. Taken down after a short gain. Right back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 4th and goal from the 10. Under 9 minutes to play. And the Sakis will bring Lawson along with Frazier and Graham onto the field for a passing situation. This one has to get into the end zone. Has to get into the end zone here.
Let's see.
The split out. 2 receivers to the right, and Graham and Lawson. Frazier will be the man to the left-hand side as Anderson's in the pistol. He is back to pass, rolling to his right. Sets his feet. Downfield it is intercepted. No, just knocked away. Really no chance in that play. Looking for Petervogt about the 5-yard line. Had to get it into the end zone. And the Spartans do a nice job to bend but not break on the defensive side after Pittsfield got a big takeaway. And with 8:20 to play, Olympia will start 1st and 10 from their own 10. Wow, just tremendous plays being made all the way around by these two teams here tonight. A heartbreaker if you're Pittsfield, but you need to be now worried about this defensive stop you need to get again.
Yeah.
You can ill afford for Olympia to have a drive that takes a lot of time here.
Olympia's not been this far back yet either, so try to maybe get them pushed back for a change.
I would not be surprised to see this come to the wide side of the field near us. Tackett's under center from his own 10. Puts a man in motion, and Alexander hands it off to Lawler. Lawler runs through an arm tackle, taken down shy of the 15 near the 13-yard line. 3-yard pickup on the play. Brings up a 2nd down and 7.
Gain of 3 on
2nd down and 7 yards to go here.
Down for Olympia.
Olympia no reason to be in of 83 yards. And Olympia leads 36-26 with 6:42 to play. 83-yard touchdown run. And was it Hardiman or was that Hahulan? It's Alexander.
Alexander.
83-yard touchdown run and a backbreaker here for Pittsfield. Man, just some little things that have not gone the way of the Sakis here tonight. And it's a 10-point game all of a sudden with 6:42 to play. Here's the extra point attempt by Salvatore. It is up and it is good to make it an 11-point game. 37-26, Olympia with the lead over the Pittsfield Sakis. 6:42 to play. Back after this.
For delicious, authentic Italian pizza and pasta, it's Gianni's Pizza on the Square in Pittsfield. From delicious appetizers to a wide selection of specialty pizzas and pastas, Gianni's has something everyone will enjoy. Take advantage of the Gianni's Pizza Special, where you can order any extra large pizza and receive a free small one-topping pizza. For carryout or delivery, call 285-4002. That's 285-4002 for Gianni's Pizza on the Square in Pittsfield.
Best Systems Auto Sales, located at 802 West Washington Street in Pittsfield between Best Systems Car Wash and O'Reilly Auto Parts, is the place to go for your next pre-owned vehicle purchase. Check out this deal from Best Systems Auto Sales. This 2019 Jeep Compass Limited is priced to sell at just $22,500. With only 29,000 miles, leather interior, and new tires, this vehicle is ready to roll off the lot today. Contact Best Systems Auto Sales to take a test drive. 217-939-7664.
6:42 to play, 37-26 the lead for Olympia. Cohen Alexander with a big 83-yard touchdown run for the Spartans to put the Olympia squad on top by 11 with under 7 minutes to play.
For the Sakis.
Foster and Cooper back to receive this kick.
Salvatore will put his foot into this one, kind of a bouncing ball.
Kick.
Foster will take it at about the 19. Looking to get to the wide side of the field. Now cuts back to the middle, breaks a tackle, and is finally taken down up near the 30.
About 35.
5-yard line, call it the 34. It looks like they're going to put it down with 6:35 left.
Foster was brought down.
And Pittsfield's going to need some quick scoring now. Run it, and he will fumble it after a very short gain.
I think he
to the
recovered
44.
it.
Give him a gain of a yard on the play by Ocker. Brings up a 2nd down and 9.
In the Sportsman Channel. Come grow and be a part of something great in Pittsfield, Illinois.
Cohen Alexander has to be helped off the field. It is like he took a blow to the head possibly. He's being helped off. Pittsfield has the ball 1st and 10 from the
interior and new tires. This vehicle is ready to roll off the lot today. Contact Best Systems Auto Sales to take a test drive. 217-939-7664.
Pittsfield attempts an onside kick. It is 5. Trying an onside kick attempt here. Down 37-34 with 3:40 left.
Looks like he's re-kicking.
Yep. They're offsides. Look like, quite honestly.
Could they have taken that ball and declined that? I mean, that wouldn't.
I think it was dead before the kick. That is what they're calling.
Oh, okay.
I think that's why it. Yeah, they could have had it, they let it go. Cook will tee this one up.
I think he kick it all the way off now.
Yeah. Trying it onside again, and it'll be recovered by Olympia at the 45. And that should be a late hit on the Sockers.
Yeah, they were down. Yeah.
Yeah. I think Olympia's got a legitimate gripe there. Either way, they'll start at the Pittsfield 46 with 3:38 to play. And let's try to run this one out.
Spartan 1st down.
Pittsfield 46.
Yes, sir. At the 46-yard line here. 1st and 10 with 3:38 left.
Internet continues to be an issue.
It sucks. It's a nice way to put it. It sucks.
And it's just not good.
Double wing formation as the quarterback tackle will be under center. It's a man in motion.
Alexander's back in.
Are you surprised by that?
A little bit. Must have been a rib injury and not concussion protocol. I mean, obviously, I'd hope coaching staff.
Yeah. 3-yard pickup, 2nd and 7 here.
Waller on the carry then.
Lawler on the carry. Pittsfield calls the timeout. Their first of the second half with 3:33 left. Back after this.
Whether you're going to a local football game, you're really hungry, or you just want to find some 4-pack bottled water, plus take 20% off the new Meat Church barbecue seasonings. Plus, we got hoodies for the whole family. Save 25% off all Under Armour sweatshirts. Then where else can you get jeans for under $10? Save big on our most popular full blue brand, and we have 30% off all caps and CC beanies.
.333 to play. 37-34 is the lead for Olympia. 2nd and 7 following the Pittsfield timeout on the Adams Fiber timeout. Tackett is under center. Double wing formation. And now we have a whistle and we have a timeout taken by Olympia. So timeouts both ways. Saki's first, then the Spartans, and with 3:33 left, it's 37-34.
Camp Point Central Sports are proud to have Dear Wester Grain as a sponsor of this broadcast. Dear Wester Grain, there for you for all your grain and feed needs. Why don't you give them a call and check out all the locations of Dear Wester Grain? With locations in Golden, Paloma, Mount Sterling, Clayton, La Prairie, Liberty, Industry, Carthage, and Blandonsville. For more information, call Dear Wester Grain Services 696-4461. That's 696-4461, or on the web at dearwestergrain.com.
3:33 to play, 37-34 the lead for Olympia. Timeout was taken by Pittsfield, then by the Spartans. They didn't like the look that Pittsfield gave them there. 2nd and 7 from the Pittsfield 43-yard line. Put a man in motion, fake to the motion man, hand it off to Lawler. Lawler breaks the tackle, has the first down and more. One man to beat for a touchdown, and he won't beat him as Ferguson takes him down at the 21, but a pickup of 22 yards and a first and 10 here for Olympia.
First down.
And will the Sakis call a timeout here?
Gives him over 200 yards rushing on the night.
Doesn't appear so, as the clock will start ticking down at 3:22 to play. If you're Olympia, you don't have to be in a big hurry here. Just take care of the ball, and you'll win this game.
Sakis again looking for that takeaway.
Well, they got the one they really needed.
They really did, yeah. That turnover down, not being able to finish there at the 10 is really hurting them now.
Here's Lawler again trying to be the finisher, taken down by Peterbow and Shaw near the 17-yard line. Pick above 3 on the play. It'll bring up a 2nd and 7. Sakis called the timeout here.
They got one left.
One timeout remaining for Pittsfield, 2 for Olympia. But, I mean, it's been a good game, 37-34.
Absolutely. I mean, Sakis, they got to look back and they got to think of a couple of missed opportunities, a couple of things that just did not go their way. But 2-point conversions, failed 2-point conversions really hurting, not being able to get the points on that turnover.
Yeah, huge. I mean, they've had some opportunities.
Those are that punt that turned into a first down. Those things. But even on that punt, like we talked about earlier, that wasn't. It's not like anybody over pursued. They should have had it. You're really not going to see most punters take off running like that, or
you're not going to see what happened very often.
No.
2:52 left. Salvatore is
on individual lessons and camps offered throughout the year.
43-34 the score. As Olympia gets the touchdown from Lawler. How many touchdowns for him on the night, did you tell us?
I think it's his 3rd or 4th. I don't know. I kind of will go 1, 2, 3. That's his 4th touchdown of the night.
Pretty good effort by that young man.
Yeah. Lane Foster has 3 as well.
Still 2:46 to play. It ain't over till it's over, as they say. But Sakis, it's getting late. One timeout left. Will Salvatore kick it deep? Haven't had a special teams return for a touchdown yet on the season.
No, but there are young men back there that are plenty capable. We've taken our hands team
Pittsfield
off.
has 10 guys on the field.
Okay, well, that'll make it a little harder.
Taylor Graham saying we have 10, we have 10, we have 10, and they're going to have 10. Oh, my goodness. Salvatore will kick it off to Graham, and he's going to let it go into the end zone.
Yeah, that's probably a good play since you're missing a man.
We'll start 1st and 10 from their own 20. It's a long way to go with 2:46 to play.
To the end zone, resulting in a touchback for Pittsfield.
So 1st and 10 from their own 20 with 2:46 remaining, down by 9.
If you ever needed a quick play, quick score, now's the time.
Yep.
That nice 80-yard run would be all right.
Be good to have one of those every once in a while.
Yeah, every now and again. We'll let you catch your breath on the sideline for a minute. You're young.
1st and 10. Foster is the deep back behind Davidsmeyer. There's a ball start. Everybody moved up the center that time, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty back to the 15.
Start is the call against Pittsfield.
It'll be a 1st and 15 now.
That was their 3rd false start after we talked about how they have.
2:44 left in a 43-34 contest.
Actually, that's not true. They've had 3 on the night. The other 5-yard penalty was the half the distance to the goal on the block in the back.
Anderson's under center, going to pitch it outside to Foster. Foster cuts back, still on his feet, looking over our cutback lane, and is stuffed there at the 21-yard line. A gain of 6 on the play by Lane Foster.
Going to call timeout, or?
So a 2nd down and 9. I don't think so. I think they're just going to try to go here.
Bauer with that stop.
Bauer on the stop. The 6', 215-pound senior. Oh, look, the internet's going to decide to work again. Welcome back.
Nice. Hey, hi, everybody.
What a joke. 2:14 to play. Need some damn internet that works. Back to passes. Anderson, a false start called here. Now there's a penalty flag and an interception.
Picked off.
Picked off here by
multiple flags on the field.
the Spartans. Looked like an illegal shift and then maybe a hold as well in the backfield. Either way, I think they're both going to be on the Sakis. And Olympia should be able to kneel this one out.
That'll do.
Go to the play. Interception.
Interception by Olympia, and they're going to move to 3-0 on the season.
Carson Berkey.
Berkey on the pick here.
Nobody really in the vicinity there.
No. Anderson, I had all kinds of pressure in his face. And just kind of threw it up for grabs, and it was
trying
grabbed.
to make something happen.
Yep, can't
Just
fault him
wasn't
for that.
there, no. No, it was do or die time, and he just didn't get it that time.
Sakis just didn't have the little things happen, catch some breaks they needed to win this one, and it wasn't a bad effort by any stretch, but they're just not going to have enough to come away with a victory here tonight. Competitive contest, entertaining game. From the 27-yard line is where Olympia starts here, and they can kneel this one out, run the clock all the way down. In the victory formation for the Olympia Spartans. Pittsfield will take their final timeout.
Not sure why, but okay.
Their final timeout.
2-minute warning.
Yeah, can't call it that for some reason. On the Adams Fiber timeout, 43-34 the score. With 2 minutes to play, we're back with you after this timeout.
When you're shopping at the grocery store, do you ever wonder where your beef comes from? Here at Jersey's, we do not. We know all of our beef comes directly from GJY Beef Company in Brown County. We know that these cattle are born and raised right here in our own backyard. So next time that you're looking for a juicy burger, ribeye sandwich, or mouth-watering steak, look no further than GJY Beef Company and Jersey's Bar and Grill, 109 East Jefferson, Camp Point, Illinois.
2 minutes to play. Pittsfield took their final timeout, so unable to stop the clock at this point, and I think Olympia was pretty well set to just kneel this one out anyway.
Right.
Saki's going to drop to 1-2 on the season and be home against Williamsville next week.
Be a tough game.
They got a tough little run coming up here. Williamsville at New Berlin, who's a pretty decent team this year, and then home against Maroa. Some state-ranked teams coming to Glenn C. Smith Field. And now the Spartans said, okay, we wanted to kneel, you wanted to take a timeout, we'll run a play. Under center is Tackett. He'll hand it off to Lawler. Fullback dive, basically. Take a little more time off the clock. Not a bad play. To the 35-yard line. 25, excuse me. 3-yard pickup on the play. That brings up a 3rd down and 8.
I've run out of room for his stats.
Carried a lot tonight, hasn't he?
That'd be 26 on the night.
26 carries?
Yep.
200-plus yards?
225 yards.
I'll get Jaron White out of there. Is he and one of the Olympia guys got tangled up in a little hooscow a moment ago.
Yeah.
1:20 to play. Don't want to lose anybody at this point in the game. 3rd down and about 8. They'll hand it off to Lawler again. Lawler fighting for the tackler. Man, he's a tough hombre.
Man, he's tough.
To the 16-yard line, a 9-yard pickup, and that'll do it. As the Spartans pick up that 1st down they needed, and now they can just kneel this one out.
Jimmy Lawler gaining the 1st down for the Spartans.
A minute 2 to play.
2:34.
This big win for Olympia. You just never know how your kids are going to come out after sitting around for a couple of weeks, basically.
Off week, you know.
And they were cooking on offense the whole night, though.
Yes, they were.
They got to shore up some things defensively. But, man, if this is the squad that could get some stops, this team's going to win some ball games this year. And they're confident. I like the positivity on the sideline. I like the mix of guys they work in. There's just a lot to like about the Standford Olympia squad. And the biggest thing, if you're an Olympia fan, you like is they're 3-0 on the season. Olympia wins this one 43-34. They improved to 3-0. Pittsfield drops to 1-2, and we take you to the Logan Ag postgame show where we have final stats, and we'll name our player of the game next.
At Logan Agri-Service, we believe that every seed holds the promise of a thriving future. Our commitment to quality and excellence is as strong as the roots we help you grow. With decades of experience, our dedicated team understands your unique needs. From cover crops to premium seeds, we have it all. But it's not just about products, it's about partnership. We're not just sellers, we're your allies in growth, your consultants in success.
When you're ready to restock your pantry, go to Kay's Family Food in Camp Point, Illinois. Open 7 days a week, 7 a.m. through 8 p.m. Be proud, Camp Point area. Kay's Family Food is the only locally owned grocery store in Adams County outside Quincy. Delicious donuts daily, great lunch specials, fresh cut meats, fresh produce. Kay's Family Food are committed to the area and the school. When you support your local store, they can support you and your school and community. When you need to restock, think of Kay's Family Food, 593-6814.
Welcome back to the Logan Ag post-game show. Final on this one, a 43-34 win for the Standford Olympia Spartans. They moved to 3-0 in the season. Pittsfield drops to 1-2. And a game that was tight throughout the night. The Sockies took a 26-23 lead just to start the second half, and then came back and got what you thought was going to be a huge 3-and-out. Then you had the squad from Olympia. Alexander fumbled the snap on the would-be punt, picked it up and ran for 16 yards, and really after that just some momentum-changing type of plays that went Olympia's way. The Sockies didn't catch a lot of breaks, didn't make a lot of breaks. Give credit to Olympia. This is a team that, never got down as far as mentally, on themselves, and just kept on rolling, and they're an impressive young team. And good game tonight, but you got to tip your cap to Olympia as they come away with the victory in this one. And you have some stats, man. You have to have your shoes and socks and everything off because there's some yardage put up tonight.
Olympia had 480 yards on the ground, capped off by Jimmy Lawler, who's got to be our player of the game, with 27 carries for 234 yards. Just a huge showing by him. But he wasn't alone either. Cohen Alexander, number 15, carried the ball 9 times for 123 yards. And Hardiman had 3 carries, only 1 in the second half, and still ended up with 88 yards. Just good work by all 3 of those guys. The Sockies also ran the ball very well tonight. Foster had 17 carries for 212 yards, and Davidsmeyer had 11 carries for 44 yards, and Jake Ocker 5 carries for 50 yards. A lot of positives there too, and still ended up passing for 60 yards. Did have the INT there at the end, but I mean, really, that was just desperation. Sockies were penalized 5 times for 35 yards, and where Olympia only 2 for 20.
Pretty clean game.
Pretty clean game, especially for a high school game. I mean, pretty good offensive game all around. Both teams struggled defensively. Like you said, just a few things go one way or the other. And this could be a Pittsfield win.
Final on this one, 43-34 Olympia with the victory. Time to name our player of the game, presented by Edward Jones Financial Advisor Derek Harris. Financial investments are important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, parents, and mentors. Derek Harris, your Edward Jones Financial Advisor, understands this. That's why Derek Harris is a proud supporter of the player of the game on Central Illinois Sports, and he talked about it. It was the night that young Mr. Lawler, sophomore Jimmy Lawler, came to play tonight, boys and girls. 4 touchdowns.
4
How many
touchdowns,
yards?
234 yards.
Wow. Just impressive stats for Lawler and company, and they pick up the victory. Olympia moves to 3-0 in the season. I think they have Athens next week.
That sounds right.
Very, very winnable game for the squad.
Yeah, they'll match up well with them too. But they should be able to. The young running backs there in Athens are not as quick as this group.
No.
This group of sophomores are. They should be able to find success, but you got to show them play.
Very true. 43-34, Olympia with a victory thanks to Tucker Shaw and Justin Poirier. We thank you for joining us on another Central